doing here? Pretty good, I would hope. You know, I think I'm kind of right on the... Well, can you hear me, first of all? Can you hear me? Is it, why did the OBS go over here? What's happening? Yeah. Yeah, you can hear me. Cool. Yeah, no, so is this the first stream I'm doing on the new computer? It might be. I don't know when I got my computer back. I don't know when. It's been about 10 days, I think, since the last time I streamed. Maybe 11. Kimbus always wants my attention when I'm streaming, and I can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do? She distracts me, is what she does. You know, I should be face-to-face talking to you. The chat... Even though the chat's not really here yet, it seems. But I'll wait for the chat to show up. I'll wait for you guys to filter in, and... Kimbus is really trying to get my attention. Hold on. What do you want? Hey, honey. Hello. Okay. Wow. My cat needed to be fed. So, I was, how unfortunate. Someone showed up while I was gone, and I had to go feed my cat, because my cat was very angry at me. Did you miss that? My cat was coming in here, and she was meowing, and she was scratching at me and trying to get me, you know? And I said to her, I think you already got fed. Yeah, no. And we've got like a little like pegboard, you know, like a, what's it called? Like a cork board, you know? And it's got, we use that to keep track of whether or not we fed her or not. But we did, like it said we fed her lunch already, so I don't know why well, first of all, she didn't, like, have any lunch, you know? She didn't have any there. Like, left from earlier today, so I thought, okay, maybe she didn't get fed and, like, it was just on the wrong time for some reason. But you know what, I'm gonna open the game now. Well, the game is open. That seems too loud. It's definitely probably echoing, I'm guessing. Hold on. Okay. Oh, now my cat's trying to get in here. Thank you! I like my spider too. Hold on, let me... No, this is the wrong thing. It's been like, week and a half since I've streamed. What? Yeah. You know, this is, yeah, you're dominating the stream today, aren't ya? This is your limelight. This is your hour. Come on, get on my lap. What are you doing? She doesn't want to get on my lap even. What is she doing here? What's her goal, you know? What is she trying to achieve in this modern world? See, that's too loud. I think we gotta turn the audio down quite a bit. But now the sound effects are... We can adjust it in the game. That'll be good. Subtitles on, that'll be useful, yeah. Continue. Yeah, I did a lot of saving to, like, make sure... like saving so that if I did something stupid, I could come back and fix it, you know? And again, thank you for saying you like my sweater, because I think this sweater's pretty great. I'm a big fan of sweaters. Just as a general rule. I think a lot of them look pretty good, for the most part. Yes, we went to go fight the Sword Master. And we failed miserably. And now I got really excited by this game. You can't see the game. Oh yeah, okay, hold on. Sorry, like I said, it's been like a... Well, okay. I recently switched my computer. Like, I was using a different... Thank you for lurking, Cheryl. I was using a different computer for the past, like, over a year. And then I switched to this one. And I know I must have... At some point... Yeah, it says it's... Huh? Well, it should be working, then. Why is it not working? Okay, hold on. Let me... That's weird. Okay, let me try, Let me try this. See if this works. No, it doesn't look like it. Well, that's weird, because this was working earlier. And... I don't know what's wrong with it, because it says it's... God, I hate technical difficulties. Hate it when there's technical difficulties during stream. Because I know it turns people away. I know people leave when stuff like this happens. So I get all anxious about it, and I'm really trying to fix it as quickly as possible. And I never can. I never can get it fixed fast enough. Well, this is so weird. Let me try, Okay, I have another idea. Hold on. Game capture. Yeah. Sure, let's try that. Why not? No, that didn't work either. Let me try... I'll do a display capture instead of a... This is kind of the obvious solution. I just wasn't gonna do it right away because I thought there might have been a better solution first. Well, see, that's the other issue, right? Because this is a 4K monitor and I have the game in 1080p resolution, so I might have to go into... Let me see if is there a 4K option in this 30-year-old game? Wow, there is. Okay. This game isn't... I don't. I fixed it. See, I fixed it. You see how I fixed it? Yeah. This game is not 35 years old, because this game is from... This is the remake. This is like the remaster remake from, 2008, 9, 7, something like that. Late 2000s. The original game is from 1990. Now, the thing that got me really excited about this game last time I streamed it was that there is a Lemon Demon reference in this game. And by that I mean that this game predates Lemon Demon, so that means that Lemon Demon made a reference to this game. So our good friend Neil Surega, the guy himself, he must have been inspired by this game probably, right? I would think. Hey! Alright, I did the thing. Thank you for following, I appreciate that. Yeah, no, but the specific reference is the song... So this game has a sword fighting, mechanic, like, or at least this part of the game has, like, sword fighting in it. And what you have to do is it's less about the actual sword, and it's more about the insults you throw, back and forth. So it's like, you shout out an insult and someone else shouts back an insult, often like a pun about sword fighting or something like this. So if you know Lemon Demon well, if you know the library of Lemon Demon songs well, you might know, like, what I'm getting at here, which is the song Knife Fight, specifically.
Stopping a pirate can be
And, hold on.
My name
And
is
so one of the,
Prepare to die.
This one specifically right here. This is the end for you, you gutter-crawling cur.
Gutter-crawling cur.
Yeah, well, I've got a tip for you. Get the point? He didn't respond to it correctly. Sometimes they don't respond to it correctly, but it's a line from Knife Fight. The response is supposed to be, yeah, well, I've got a tip for you. Get the point, you know? Yeah, so, and when I was playing this, my mind was blown. And, like, I know that, like, the whole thing with Lemon Demon, with Nil Cicerega is he makes a lot of references to stuff, and he does kind of, like, there are a lot of things like that hidden in his songs, but it's just, I never expected that, you know, because this game is 10 years older than I am. I never knew about it until recently. I've been getting really into... So I need to actually play the game. But I've been getting really into that, like, kind of late 90s, 2000s nostalgia stuff, you know? Like, specifically, like, internet nostalgia. Like the depths of, like, these, like, weird old virtual world games and, like, the weird website design that they used to have back then, and games like this is probably part of it, but also, like, Newgrounds and, like, Flash stuff. I don't know, I just think it's also interesting. I was kind of alive for, like, the tail end of it. Like, I remember kind of the end of it, I guess.
Job as a janitor after all.
Well, it's only been recent. I'm not super interested in it. It's just kind of a current fixation I'm having. Wow, this guy's not very good. So, all these, all of these, I don't like horror generally. It depends on the type of horror, because I like atmospheric horror. Like, I like kind of just, like, the, like, general unease and kind of creepy stuff. But I don't like stuff that's like, oh, we're trying to be scary and shocking and stuff is jumping out at you. I don't like that stuff. But I like stuff like Inscription, you know, where it's got kind of a spooky atmosphere and it's got kind of like a tone that is kind of unsettling, you know, but it's not necessarily trying to, like, jump out and get you. I like stuff like Inscription. I like stuff like, well, then I probably wouldn't like it. The scares are cheap, then why would I play it in the first place? I don't like games that, like, if it's a horror game and it's got scares in it, I don't want to play it. Like, if the point of the game is like, oh, we're gonna scare you, I don't think that's good, like, ever. I think horror movies that are... See, like, I think, like, a divide, right, is that I like psychological horror movies a lot, frequently. I like psychological horror movies that are, and welcome, by the way, SSBM or welcome. I like psychological horror movies that really, like, play with your head, you know, and really mess with your mind and all that, like, whoa, what just happened? That's so crazy. This is so unsettling. Like, wow, you know. But if it's, like, I don't know, something that's just like, oh, there's a monster and it's gonna get you. I don't like that. I don't see the point of that, generally. So it's been 2 weeks since my last Monkey Island stream. I know. That was stupid of me. I wasn't feeling well last week, so I didn't stream at all last week. And the system I have right now is that I have, like, a primary game and a secondary game, and the secondary game is only on Monday. And so it's been a full 14 days since the last time I streamed this game, because this is my Monday game. And, I see. Subway Midnight. What kind of game is it? It's kind of hard to sell people on Inscription sometimes, because they ask, like, oh, what kind of game is it? What's the gameplay? And I'm like, it's a card game. And they're like, what? A card game? And I'm like, okay, but that's not, like, it's like a roguelike card game? And they're like, what does that mean? And they're like, I don't know. It's, I don't know, I mean, technically it's a card game, yeah, that's, like, kind of the main gameplay mechanic, but there's a lot of other stuff. So I have to learn all the responses and all the retorts and the sword fighting. The reason I was saying it's been a while since I've played this is I gotta learn how to sword fight again. I gotta learn how to fight these guys. I should, listen to Knife Fight again, I think. But the escape room puzzles are... There's less of that, though. That's like a minor aspect of it, I think. The main... and I think... Well, and don't forget... I guess this is a spoiler, but don't forget the whole, like, RPG-like, segment of the game, you know? There's, like, a whole, like, period of time where the game, like, turns into, like, an RPG suddenly for some reason. That's a thing, you know? Or maybe not an RPG, but it's, like, it's RPG-like. It's, like, reminiscent of, like, top-down RPGs, I guess. I don't know if the gameplay is necessarily... Yeah, well, yeah, it does feel like it's an escape room at the start, certainly. It's a weird game. I think I will always and forever say that Minecraft is my favorite game of all time, but I think if there was like a space for my second favorite game of all time, it might be Inscription. It's a solid, like, it's definitely top 3. Okay, I gotta learn all these, I gotta get back to actually playing the game, because if I just talk the whole stream, I'm never gonna beat the game. Let's do my favorite one.
For you, you gutter-crawling cur.
And I've got a little tip for you. Get the point?
Yeah, sure. Oh, the lemon demon.
You gutter-crawling cur.
Wow, he's just throwing the same one right back at me.
I've got a little tip for you. Get the point?
Yeah. Knife fight, knife fight. Dun, dun.
You fight like a dairy farmer.
So...
How appropriate.
You fight like a cow. I do remember that one. I'm trying to get some earbuds or headphones or something. Some good ones, you know, and I've settled on, there's like a sale on like the cheaper version of like the Beats headphones, like the Beats Solo. I can get it for like $100, you know? So I'm trying to get that, and that's probably what I'm gonna do as soon as the stream ends. And it'll be good enough, you know? But I just want something really, I think, to listen to copyrighted music while I am playing a video game, you know? So you guys can hear the audio here, and I can still kind of hear it muffled, you know? I still kind of know what's going on in the game, but I can, like, put on music in my ears. And I think that would help me with stream a lot, because I just, like, I don't know. It's like yeah, no, but I don't want to... It's about the, like... It's not just about the, what audio I'm getting, it's about, like, I want, like, something on my head, you know? Like, I want to be enclosed in, like, in a space, you know? So that I feel like... Have you ever seen the movie Baby Driver? I love the movie Baby Driver. It's like that, you know? I need my tunes to be able to... Okay, it's the basic premise of the movie. I need music to be able to drive, is all I'm saying. That's like, you can see that in literally the poster of the film that is suggested. That's all I was talking about. That's all I was talking about, is that he needs music to drive the car, you know? And a lot of the driving scenes are set, like, most of the movie is set to music in a really, really satisfying way, you know? Such a good movie. It is one of my favorite movies, probably. It's really, really good. And I really appreciate the way it integrates music into the choreography and direction of the film, you know? The whole thing is set to the beat. It's like if a rhythm game was a movie, almost. It's like if a rhythm game was an action movie. And I'm such a big fan of that energy. I've wanted to, since I saw it, I've wanted to make something similar to it.
You'd better stop waving it like a feather duster.
I gave the wrong one. I gotta focus on the game. I gotta play this game. I gotta learn to sword fight. You know, tomorrow I'm gonna learn to actually sword fight because I've got another fencing lesson. I didn't go to my last one, but I still have to pay for it.
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare
Guybrush
to
Threepwood.
die.
Hey, SSBM Oro, did the original game from 1990 have any voice acting at all in it? Or was that too early? I don't know much about early PC gaming. I don't know, like, how big the files were or anything. If you could have full voice acting in a game back then. Because that seems pretty early to me. Like, 1990, like... that's before, like, most of the... PC games I can name. Just music... Yeah, that makes sense to me.
You gutter-crawling cur.
And I've got a little tip for you. Get the point?
Well, I like the voice acting. I'm a big fan of the voice acting in this game.
You gutter-crawling cur.
Wow, he's
And
just
I've
giving
got
me
a
the
little
same
tip
one back.
For you. Get the point?
This is crazy. This game really loves Lemon Demon references. And by that I mean that Neil Cicerega really likes referencing this game. I see. Gotcha. Yeah, I have Windows 11 now. Because when my computer was in the shop getting fixed. And when I got it back, they put Windows 11 on it. So... not only that, but in the corner of my screen it says, activate Windows, go to settings to activate Windows. Because they didn't pay for Windows 11. They just put it on my computer. And now it's like, you have to pay us for Windows 11. I don't know. Oh, that's cool. So it's the same guy then, at least. It's at least, like, true to the series, then. I like his voice particularly. I think it fits him well. I think they casted Guybrush pretty well, in a sense. Like, this is what I think he should sound like. I want to know what the response to this one is.
Too bad no one's ever heard of you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I gotta learn all these.
Puke.
You make me want to puke. Ba, 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 ba. You make me think somebody already did. That's gotta be it, right?
Somebody already did.
Yeah! Yeah, I got it. That's great. That's epic. That's amazing. I got this scar on my face during a mighty struggle.
I hope now you've learned to stop picking your nose.
Wow, okay. He got me in one move with that one.
Move out of the way.
No, I'm trying to learn them. I'm trying to learn the responses, you know?
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
So a thought just came into my head, and I feel like if I try to explain it, it's not gonna make any sense, right? But the voice actor of Guybrush Threepwood, or maybe just Guybrush Threepwood in general, reminds me of Tom Kenny. And you might be like, oh, like, Tom Kenny is a voice actor. You mean that, like, his voice sounds similar to Tom Kenny? No, that's not at all what I mean. Thank you for subscribing to me for 26 months. I care about you so much. You're the best. Ellers Galaxy Pledge Drive, yeah. No. What I mean is that I think he's, like, the same, like, genre of human as Tom Kenny. I'm not saying that the voice actors sound similar. That's not what I mean. I mean that I think, like, Tom Kenny is the type of person outside of his voice acting roles that he feels similar to Guybrush Threepwood to me. Like, if I'm trying to think of, like, oh, who does this Guybrush Threepwood character resemble? I'm like, oh, he makes me think of, like, 90s Tom Kenny, kind of, a little bit, when he was younger, you know? Is that weird? Like, does that make sense? I guess it's just weird, because most people's exposure to Tom Kenny is mostly just, like, him being SpongeBob or the Ice King, you know? So,
People
like,
fall at my feet
I don't
when
know,
they
but
see me
sometimes
coming.
I think about, like, real-life Tom
Even
Kenny.
before they smell your breath.
Wow. So, I really do sometimes think about the
This is
real-life
the
human
end
being
for
Tom
you,
Kenny.
you gutter-crawling cur.
And I've got a little tip
And
for you.
I've got a
Get
little
the point?
tip for you. Get the point?
Yeah, SpongeBob. I've always really liked Tom Kenny. I think maybe that's why I like I'm always very excited when I notice Tom Kenny in an animated thing. If your brother's like you, better to marry it. What does that even mean?
That's
I don't
not
understand
fair.
the...
You're using the sword master's insults, I see.
Wow. Oh, so I have to learn... I understand now. Yeah, Street Fighters do fight on the street. What do you mean by that? Yeah, so the Sword Master has special insults, huh? That's interesting.
Now I know what filth and stupidity really are.
That's not fair. You're using the sword master's insults, I see.
Huh, okay, I understand. She's got
Wow,
special
you're good enough to
insults,
fight
huh?
the sword master.
But I don't know how to respond to those insults.
Hey, this better be important.
Oh, I gotta use them on these guys until one of them informs me
My name is
of how I'm
Guybrush
supposed to
Threepwood.
respond to them.
Prepare to die.
Prepare to die! Okay, let's see here. Boy, you are ugly. That's boring.
Now
Alright, let's
I
try
know what
this.
filth and stupidity really are.
I have seen them
You're
fight in the
using
streets
sword
before,
master's
Shro.
insults, I see.
I really, they fight everywhere. I don't know what you're talking about, Shro. I know you're like a fighting game guy and you like know all about fighting games and stuff, so you should know better than anyone that they do oftentimes fight in the streets. Like, a lot, actually, I'm pretty sure. I know for a fact. I've seen them fight in the streets before, so... You're being a as they called them 15 years ago, a troll, you know? I want to go back to the days of Annoying Orange and Smosh and Fred and the Troll Face and the Rickroll. You know, the good times in history that was. Okay, but the street fighting, right, implies some sense of kind of, a loose underground organizational structure, right? Like, it's not specifically that they're fighting in the streets, it's just that they've got kind of like a off-the-cuff fighting situation, you know? It's not, like, it means something other than, like, specifically being in the middle of a road, you know? Like, it just means they've got kind of like a against the grain organization, is all it means. The ballroom dance thing is also a good point. Okay, I gotta learn all these insults.
I usually see people like you
passed out on tavern floors.
That's not fair. You're
What
using
am I
the sword
supposed to
master's
do
insults,
about
I
this?
see.
How am I supposed to learn the Swordmaster's insults? Am I supposed to go back and fight her and then she'll respond? Because these guys don't know how to do it.
I've got the courage and skill of a master swordsman.
That's not fair. You're
Yeah.
using the sword master's insults, I see.
Alright, I'm gonna go back.
You're good enough to fight the sword master.
I'm gonna go back and actually fight the Swordmaster. But the only way I know how to get there, because it's so confusing, you know? It's like a little maze. And I haven't played this in over 2 weeks. So I've got a plan. I've got a plan. An important plan. Hey, I got a question for you guys. Do you guys currently hear like the sounds of like a fire crackling? Really? Okay. Well, it is a point on. Okay. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Let me try this. Let me do this. I'll try again. You guys hear like the sound of like a fire crackling? Let me check my OBS here. You shouldn't. That's okay. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Boop 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 boop. Dun 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 da 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 da. You know what I'm gonna do? So I recently cleaned off my desk here. I think that's an opportunity to move you guys closer to me. Isn't that nice? It's more personal now, you know. We're closer. This is how it should be in the stream, you know. The camera probably should be really close to me, I would think. Don't you? Don't you think that's better? Probably. More professional. You know, as I was going through all my old VODs, as I was going through all my... Oh, yeah, you can do that, huh? Cool. As I was going through all my old VODs, I noticed a clear progression, you know, in the quality of my streams. And I'm only gonna take that further. I'm only gonna take that further into the future, you know? Alright, let's use her own insults.
And boy, are you in trouble this time.
Against her.
Let's get this over with.
Wow.
My last fight ended with my hands covered with blood.
Oh, I don't have a response for that one. But I could think of a good response for that one in real life, I'm sure. My last fight ended with my hands covered in blood. Yeah, 'cause they stabbed you and you got blood, your own blood on your hands, duh.
So you got that job as a janitor after all.
I think that plausibly is a valid response.
I usually
I
see
think that
people
works.
like you passed out on tavern floors.
Yeah.
Even
I
before
don't
you
have
stole
that
your
one, I
breath?
don't think. How unfortunate.
My name is feared in every dirty corner of this island.
She's just giving me a bunch of new ones. I'm
glad to hear you attended your family
I
reunion.
need the answers. I need the answers. How are we gonna get the answers here?
Every word you say to me is stupid.
Oh, that's the best insult of all time! Did you hear what she just said? Every word you say to me is stupid! Aw, man! That would end any battle of wits. Any. That's incredible. Beyond comprehension. Oh, I've lost. There's nothing I can do. That's too good. Every word you say to me is stupid. How am I supposed to come back from that, folks? How am I supposed to return from being pwned like that, as they said back in the day? You remember when people said that? I do. I never knew quite what it meant, frankly. I figured it was just kind of like owned, but they like made the O into a P for some reason. Is that all it was? Is that like literally what it was? Just like some weird like Leet Speak forum stuff in the 90s led to that, probably. I don't know. It's weird times. Weird times.
Even
Even
before they smell your breath?
smell your breath? That's not the correct response. It's just not
Now
the
I know
correct
what
response.
filth and stupidity really are.
When do I get the opportunity to insult her, huh?
I wanted to make sure you'd feel
That's
comfortable
not
with
the
me.
response. That should have worked potentially.
No
I
one
feel like
will
that is
ever
like a
catch me
plausible
fighting
response.
as badly as you do.
I think it's funny that if you do choose the could you repeat that? I didn't quite get it one. That's not like a failure. That's like literally like she actually repeats it. It's a accessibility feature, you know? It's an accessibility feature.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
Unfortunate.
I give up. You win.
I never even got a
I
chance.
hope this teaches
there.
you a lesson. Now scram.
Okay, let's go fight some regular sword fighters. Yeah. No, yeah, that's it's pretty good. It's pretty good that they did that. How do I get out of here? I forget. I have like the hiccups or something like that. I just generally haven't felt very well today. What? What are you trying to say to me here? Okay. It's literally just a chinchilla. Beware the grand chinchilla. What? No way.
To your health.
That's horrifying. We've talked about Final Fantasy 14. It's
My name is Guybrush Threepwood. Prepare to die.
it's gotta be like towards the bottom of gaming experiences I've had, right? Well, no, because I've had like negative gaming experiences where I just like couldn't stand playing a game, and I think most of my really negative gaming experiences came from like feeling obligated to finish streaming a game that I didn't really like very much, you know? Like I would like be like deep into a game and I'd be like, I should finish streaming this, but I don't like it very much. And I didn't like those because I was kind of forced to play it. And I think most of those games I didn't like necessarily hate. I just was a little kind of annoyed with certain aspects of them, and then like being forced to play them made it worse. But I think what sucks about Final Fantasy XIV for me is that to me it was just bad, you know? Like it wasn't just a like, oh, I've got some problems with this, but I guess I can get through the whole thing. To me, Final Fantasy XIV was like what even is this? Like, what am I like? I couldn't figure out what it wanted me to do. Every time there was like dialogue or like any like thing I was supposed to read, it was just some like bland wall of text, and I was like, what is this? Like, the control scheme is just like they put like 100 buttons on the screen, and then they don't explain what any of them do. And you're just like, okay, I guess there's 100 buttons on the screen, and like I don't know which one I'm supposed to push, and like they're not easy. They're ridiculous and absurd. It's just I think the thing is, like, any defense that you can make of the game is like very easily rebuted with like, well, they shouldn't have made it like that. Like they should have like made the game easier to understand. Like, Like, you can't just be like, oh, yeah, well, once you get 100 pages into the book, it really gets good. Like, you trust me. Trust me, you really have to, like, read all the, like, really awful, like, wall of text that is just so bland and uninteresting and trash. And eventually you'll, like, get to a sliver of good stuff. Just trust me. That's not good. Like, just make the first 100 pages of your book better then, you know? No, it's not easy. It is, like, literally, like, incomprehensible. It's like, it is, like, so complicated. So, like, needlessly complicated. And the other thing about it is that, like, it's bad enough that I don't even want to learn it, you know? Like, you insist that, like, oh, once you get the hang of it, it's really simple and easy and intuitive. But why would I even waste any time to get the hang of it? Like, that's a waste of my time. Like, this is clearly a game that's... Well, MMOs kind of in general suck. Like, it's not a good genre, generally speaking. I don't know if I've ever played an MMO and gone, wow, this is, like, a good game, you know? But, you know, every word you say to me is stupid.
That's not fair. You're using the sword
They
master's
don't
insults,
know
I see.
what to do when I use the Swordmaster's insults. Isn't that crazy? Wow. You know, sure, I hope you understand that, like, when I, like, fight people in my chat, and I think you have, like, a very skewed idea of how my streams go, because I only ever do that when you're in the chat. You're the only person I fight with like this in the chat, with, like, a couple exceptions. And for some reason, the couple exceptions are only, like, people that you've brought to me, that you're, like, are your friends, I guess, that you bring to watch my chat, and then they pick fights with me. And then, of course, I fight with them, too, because, like, they're doing the same nonsense you do, you know? And, like, that doesn't happen unless you're around, and I hope you know that. It also, like, there's also, like, the one exception to that also was there was this guy whose username was annoying person. And he lived up to the name, and I had to ban him eventually. But he was pretty bad. What if I just keep using the Swordmaster's
I've got the
insults?
courage and skill of a master swordsman.
What do you think of that? Cool.
That's not fair. You're using the sword master's insults.
Oh, what do you mean it's not fair? Too annoying to live, yeah. That's for sure. Yeah, so like I said, I don't feel very well today. And, I think it's interesting that we're almost 50 minutes into this game, and I've made no progress in the actual game. I've just been talking.
I usually see people
But I don't know
like
what to do, you know?
passed out on tavern
I gotta
floors.
fight the
That's
Swordmaster.
not fair. You're
You're using the
swordmaster's
Swordmaster's insults, I
see.
see.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, he was
You're gonna
annoying.
have to fight the sword master.
I banned him from my streams. And then he, like, Twitch DM'd me, and he was like, why did you ban me? That's so stupid. Freedom of speech. And I'm like, I don't know, you're annoying. Like, stop being annoying to everyone. I find it interesting. There's, like, a million things. There's, like, a million... like, okay. See, look at this game that I'm playing right now. You can't see the bottom right corner, but there's no text in the bottom right corner, right? In the bottom left here, it says walk to. Or if I go over here, it says walk to Swordmaster. And it says talk to underneath my selfie cam. Do you know what the screen looks like in any MMO? It is just covered in awful, ugly UI. And that's why I can't get behind any MMO, is because the screen is just littered with so many distractions and ridiculous things, and there's, like, all these little, like, pop-ups, and like, oh, go over here, and, like, oh, this person has something to say, and there's this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and it's like, where am I even supposed to go? Like, which of these buttons am I supposed to push? Like, what do any of these icons mean? And like, it's always, like Lord of the Rings level lore too, where there's like a million different different like creatures and things and like all this like in-depth like this nonsense that I don't care about, but the game expects you to care about it every time, and it's just like always so generic. It's never interesting. That's the other thing, is like most MMOs are, not all, but a lot of MMOs are in this ugly generic high fantasy setting, you know? Where it's all these, like, oh, there's dwarves and trolls and whatever, you know? And that's not interesting to me. Yeah, and I understand liking high fantasy, but to me it's always just seemed like the narrative storytelling equivalent to eating, like, plain untoasted white bread, you know? Like reading high fantasy is like eating like one slice of untoasted Wonder Bread. It's like, why would you do that? If you've got nothing else to eat, but it's just nothing. It's just the most boring generic thing imaginable. I've just, like, there's, like, rare circumstances where I've seen it done well. I think, like, now, I don't like J.K. Rowling at all, right? But I do think Harry Potter is an example of a high fantasy setting, like, working. I think it works in Harry Potter, you know? But like, most MMOs are not like that. Most MMOs are just like, oh, here's the grand continent of like some made up name, and we've got these 5 warring races that have ancient kingdoms and they use magic, and it's like, okay, I've heard this a million times. There's nothing special about this. Like any like big like twist in the narrative is gonna be something that's been done like 20 times, because you've just told the same story everyone else tells, you know? And I take one look at Final Fantasy and I go, okay, like, what, you've, like, added, like, a few concepts that weren't in other things before, you know? And I know Final Fantasy, like, does different things, you know? Yeah, who's ever heard of England? And I know, like, Final Fantasy maybe is a bad example of that, because I know there is some weird stuff in Final Fantasy that's pretty unique to the high fantasy genre, you know? I know even in some of the games they've got like full-fledged modern technology and stuff, you know? Yeah, I know that like Final Fantasy is maybe not a great example of me saying high fantasy is generic, because I know it's also got some little quirks to it. But I also feel like what they do add to the concept is not enough for me to find it interesting at all, you know? I think, like, I'm trying to think of, like, some other examples of high fantasy that I have liked, right? 'Cause it's kind of tough to think of that. You know, like, trying to think of, like, a movie or something, or, I don't know, it's just, most of it is just, I liked, you ever seen the movie Willow? I enjoyed that. That was kind of a generic, like, that was a generic high fantasy story, but I like that movie. But I think I like it just because it kind of comes from the whole, like, kind of Jim Henson school of thought, you know? Yeah, wasn't? I watched it recently, and I liked it enough, you know? And I don't necessarily think that movie really does anything special with the fantasy setting. it is like pretty generic almost entirely. Like there's not like a whole lot of new ideas it has. But I liked it. You know, I thought it was charming. And I think that's probably more so... Oh, yeah, it was pretty low budget. I think it was more so due to... I just like kind of that era of movie, you know? Well, not... Era isn't the right word, but that kind of like... I don't know. Was Jim Henson involved in Willow at all? I don't know, but just kind of like the general like intersection of like George Lucas and Jim Henson and Spielberg, you know, and maybe even like well no, but like just stuff that like Spielberg and Lucas and Jim Henson were involved in the 80s and early 90s. I'm a big fan of that kind of genre of film, you know? I think there's just something kind of special about it.
I think I got it this
And I especially love
Let's get this over with.
like the old like puppetry and creature effects and stuff, you know? And animatronics. I really wish we still had like animatronics and puppetry in mainstream films. 'Cause it's just it's always so much better, you know? I think that if we made a modern, high-budget movie with all the techniques that we have nowadays, but also instead of using CG, we were using, like, puppets and stuff, and, like that like, animatronic technology and, like, stuff like that, I would be so into that. Yeah, right? Like, and I'm wasting so much of her time right now. So I get to insult her. I think. No, I don't. She said something to me, and I wasn't paying attention. That's cool. Could you repeat that?
I didn't quite get it.
Cool.
I usually see people like you passed out on tavern floors.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say about that, Swordmaster. I don't know what to tell you. Wow. I don't know what to tell you about your little obsession with me. Or I guess I'm more obsessed with her. Okay. I don't know why Dr. Crazy Person showed up there for a second. But, let's just say,
yeah?
oh yeah. Yeah. Can I insult you now?
Now I know what filth and stupidity
I-
really are.
Hey, SSBM Oro. I think I need to phone a friend. I need to call in. How do I insult her? 'Cause she just kind of comes right at me, and I don't get to say anything mean to her. She just, like, how am I supposed to know the responses to these insults if I never get to say an insult to her? Like, I want to see how she responds, and then I want to throw it right back at her. You know? Ugh. What are we thinking here? What are we... See, I haven't been super invested in the game yet, because I just don't know how to get past this part. I will note also... You can't insult her. Oh, that's so cool, actually! That's kind of based. Alright, well, that's kind of cool. Okay, well, now that I know that, I think I can handle this.
Quite get it.
Now I know what filth. And
Now I know what
stupidity
filth
really
and
are.
stupidity really are. Oh.
Even
This one?
before they smell your breath?
I would have thought that would have worked.
My last fight ended with my hands covered with
I would
blood.
have thought that would have worked, but I guess not. Hands covered in blood. It's the picking your nose.
I hope now you've learned to stop picking
That
your
works,
nose.
probably, right? Yeah! I won that one.
My wisest enemies run away at the first sight of me.
It's gotta be this
Before
one,
they smell your
right?
breath?
Ooh. I'm making
I hope you have
progress.
a boat ready for a quick escape.
You're on the back foot and you're telling me that? Level 40 enemy. I don't know what that means. What's the context of a level 40 enemy? What's that on a scale of?
Why? Did you want to borrow one?
I did it.
My tongue is sharper than any sword.
Tongue is sharper than any sword. Please tell me it's this
And
one.
I've got a little tip for you. Get the point?
No! That's so unfortunate
You
that
are
that
a
didn't work.
pain in the backside, sir.
With a pain in the backside? If you were a pain in the backside, what would you be? Would you be, years of bending down improperly? Because you were never taught as a child the correct way to bend down. That's why I have back pain at the young age of 23. I'm going to have so much back pain 10 years from now. You know why else? Because I sit like this. You can't really tell how I'm sitting in this chair. But it's not the correct way. I'm not sitting in this chair correctly. I'm sitting sideways. I've got my legs up on the armrests. It's crazy. My skeleton is gonna hate me when I age. You know. And my hope is that I will age gracefully, but yeah. Oh man. So unfortunate. Yeah, in 15 years from now, I'll be telling like some person in the metaverse, like, oh, you know, back in my day when I played Inscription when it came out, you know, I was a streamer, and they'll be like, what was a streamer? I only know about state-sponsored VTubers, you know? Like the official US government line of VTubers, you know? And I'll be like, oh, you know, back in the good old days, the VTuber market wasn't state-owned, but, that's the world we live in today, folks. And then I'd, like, get arrested for suggesting that the before times even happened. Yeah, right? You haven't heard of Bagel? I forgot what she said. I was too busy painting a picture of a dystopian future.
Could you repeat that? I didn't quite get it.
In which I
You
am
are a
15
pain
years
in the
older.
backside, sir.
Yeah, right? It'll be like, one, like, Greek alphabet letter. But cut in half, you know? And Gen Beta will be all over it, because they're like, hey, we've got a Greek letter. But which Greek letter it's gonna be, no one knows until it comes out. That's my prophecy. I already forgot what you said again.
Could you repeat that? I didn't quite get it.
You are a pain in the backside, sir.
Let's go for this. Sure you'd feel comfortable with me.
That didn't work? That felt like the most reasonable option. Okay, let's see the next one.
Courage and skill of a master swordsman.
I'd be in real trouble if you ever used them. That sounds like it's probably the answer. That's gotta be it, right?
My name is feared in every dirty corner of this island.
My name is feared. Could be the janitor one. Could be the janitor one. My name is feared. Well, it wouldn't make sense if it was this one, right? Too bad no one's ever heard of you at all. She just said my name is feared, so like of course they've heard of her.
So
I'm gonna
you
go
got
for
that job as a janitor after all.
Oh, that was right. Okay, cool.
I give up.
No way!
Well.
We won!
I hope you're happy. You can go back and brag to all your friends about how you beat the Sword Master. You'll need proof. Here. This should convince them.
Wow, she's so gracious giving me proof. Hey, thank you, Shro, for brawling. I beat the Sword Master t-shirt. Isn't this before the invention of t-shirts, though? You know what one of the curses of streaming is? Is that, I am hungry right now, you know? And I don't know how to solve that problem, necessarily. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? Huh? T-shirts were invented in the 70s.
Better be important.
Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. This guy's wearing a t-shirt, though. You can't see him because he's behind my big, stupid face. But there's a guy that's in my way, and he's wearing a t-shirt. Nice night we're having, isn't it?
I sure hopes you had something more important to stop me for.
Sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you, dude. I didn't mean to do that. Wait, I gotta walk. If they walk past me when I'm not moving. See, you know, one problem with not streaming this game for 2 weeks is that, I don't remember who I need to show the t-shirt. I don't even remember who wanted me to beat the sword. Was it the pirates in this pub over here, I think? It might have been the pirates in the scum bar. That would make sense to me if that's who it was. Like these guys here. Yeah. I forgot the controls also. How do you fare? I'm the deadliest scallywag. Hey, I forgot to mention, how is the volume mixing here? Is the game too loud? We're an hour in. I should have asked that a long time ago.
We have enough.
Alright, there's one last thing to do.
Tell me again about the lost treasure.
We gotta do the lost
All you
treasure.
must do is find the legendary lost treasure of Melee Island. And
Trademarked.
And don't forget, X marks the spot.
Wow, an ad. X marks the spot.
I'll just be running along now.
leave us to
Tell me when the ad ends. Tell me when the ad stops. Tell me when there's no ad. When the ad is ended, tell me when the ad is done. Oh, I just clicked out of the window. Oops. That was dumb of me. Resume game. Okay. Ah, that guy's been spinning up there for 2 weeks. He must be tired by now. So unfortunate that there's ads on my Twitch stream. Rest in peace. I don't even get that much. League isn't so... Well, okay. I don't want to play. I don't want to play League with you. I really don't. It's not my thing specifically. I don't. I really don't. See, I absolutely do with certain types of games. I do kind of like regress into the stereotypical was it a car two car commercials? I do kind of regress into the stereotypical which button to what? This is so confusing. Wow, I'm just a dumb girl. I don't know how to play this stupid game, you know. I don't know. I don't know how to do it, but you know what I mean. Like I get stupid. And then people make fun of me for it. When my friends used to make me play Overwatch. And how much, I mean, I don't like sour cream very much. So I would say none would be my opinion. I'm not a sour cream person. Just generally. No, but I used to play Overwatch, and I was a diva main. Because, do you know why? There were two reasons why I was a diva main, right? One reason that I mained diva was that I thought she was cute, and I related to that. Or I, wanted to, I don't know. Two was that I liked that when she died, you got another chance, you know? So I'd die in Overwatch, and then I would, just kind of, go hide somewhere else and run away until I got the the thing where I could get back in my suit, you know? And then I would, keep going. And you can imagine that this mode of being, yeah, and that was fun. I liked blowing everyone up, but I wasn't very good at, yeah, and you know, sometimes I would shoot from pretty far away to try to, build up the meter, you know? But I didn't want to die. I think you will be less satisfied with, cause the thing about Overwatch, and the thing really about most video games actually, is that I'm not very good at them, you know? And so because of the position I'm in as an e-girl, the most oppressed, you know, the only group of people oppressed more than gamers are e-girl gamers, you know? That's a true fact. It's not. That's problematic to say. But, oh yeah, I forgot about the hint. The map. Use the map to, okay. Yeah, the dance map. Right, I got the dance thing. Okay.
That doesn't seem to work.
That doesn't seem to work. Okay. Do the monkey. I don't know what that means. My point is that if I play diva and play that way, I inevitably get people yelling at me over the mic, being like, stupid person, you know? You're so dumb and stupid. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do about that? I don't know. I don't know how this applies. I'm gonna ask the hint system again. At the fork. It's the directions at the fork. I see. Yeah. Well, the other thing about Overwatch, and I think a lot of games that are similar to it, is that if you will give me a game where there's too much going on in the screen at once, my eyes just kind of glaze over. And I see none of it, you know? Like, if I can perceive too many things, I perceive none of them. So that's why in a game like an MMO, it's like there's so much going on that it feels like there's nothing going on at all, you know? It feels like it's like it feels like I've like just my eyes glaze over and I'm just looking at like a blank incomprehensible screen, you know? It's just noise. It's just nonsense, noise, nothingness. Back, left, right. What does back mean in this situation? Is this back? Back. See, there's 3 paths. Is back the center one, or is it the... Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, am I a pirate? I'm a fake pirate. You know, you want to know how fake of a pirate I am? You guys are gonna crucify me for this when I reveal this information, but I pay for Photoshop and Premiere. Cause I couldn't figure out how to pirate it, so I pay for it. That's how fake of a pirate I am. Tragic, I know. Yeah. Well, you know, I just don't know how to download stuff like that illegally. I don't know how to do it. Like, I tried and I couldn't figure it out, and I thought, you know, I think paying $20 a month is easier. Even though I am totally broke and don't have any money, I think paying $20 a month is easier than trying to figure out how to download this. So I gave up. And someday I will pirate it. Someday I will. But for now, I'm a lost cause. Oh, you know, I do want to address at some point here. So I was planning on starting Hollow Knight on Wednesday, but I've been bitten by the Ghostbusters bug, right? Because if you didn't know this about me, I'm a big fan, huge fan of the Ghostbusters franchise, right? And I saw the new one in theaters yesterday, and I was just, oh, I loved it. It was great. I thought it was excellent. Which of these pirate trials? I don't know. I gotta do the monkey. I gotta find my way through this forest. And it tells me I gotta go back, left, right.
It doesn't seem to open.
Doesn't seem to open. What do you mean it doesn't seem to open? You were just looking at it. Then now you're looking at it. What do you mean it doesn't seem to open? Okay, back, left, right. Okay, I'll try something here. Well, at the very least, we'll make an attempt, you know? We'll go this way. This will be the back. Back, left. Yeah, I am a sword master. A real sword master. You know, I do in real life tomorrow have a fencing lesson. And they will teach me how to actually sword fight. Oh, I looked at it wrong. Ah. Okay, right, back. Whatever. The tutorial, wow. I don't know if I'm going the right way. I probably am not. Let's go this way, though. Let's hope for the best. No way! No way, bones! You can't see the bones because they're underneath my existence. They're underneath my webcam. But there is a dilapidated skeleton. I fence? No, I haven't for very long. I've been kind of on the path of doing that for 2 months now. And, it's kind of difficult because I don't have reliable transportation there. So it's kind of difficult to, like, do it every week like I'm supposed to. But I'm going tomorrow. I'm going back tomorrow, so. Right, left, back. Okay, let's, that's where I came from though, right? Right? No, that's where I came from. So, this, maybe? Right. Left. Here, maybe? What a maze. What a cavern. An above-ground cave, if you will. Wow, none of you are gonna get that reference at all. Okay, what's the next hint? Wow, okay. Wow. See, this makes it so much easier. Isn't life easier when you cheat, folks? Isn't life so much simpler and better, even, when you cheat? X marks the spot, huh? That's what they say. That's what they say in this wacky world we live in. X marks the spot. It's part of the pirate code, if you will.
Here lies treasure of such unimaginable wealth. Well, you'll just have to dig it up to believe it.
The United States Federal Reserve is under this X. Paid for by the Chamber of Commerce.
Looks like a big plus sign. What could that possibly mean?
He thinks it's a plus sign. This guy's a fake pirate.
The only shovel for serious treasure hunting enthusiasts.
This guy's more... You can't see the X because it's underneath my webcam. This is so unfortunate. It makes you almost wish that Ellers was not a factor in the equation.
Digmaster, the only shovel for serious treasure hunting
But unfortunately, I do exist.
Well, this shouldn't take too long.
Hours pass.
Hours pass. Well, the moon didn't move at all. How is that hours passing?
Hey,
You're glad I exist? Thank you. I appreciate that there's at least a few... Oh, another t-shirt. Okay.
But a nice one nonetheless. Well, I guess I should put all this dirt back now.
Wow. Wow, the treasure was a t-shirt.
4 hours pass.
That's so unfortunate. There's not going to be any treasure, then. I found the treasure of Melee Island, and all I got was this stupid t-shirt. Man, that's the story of my life. Let me tell ya. I remember there was this one time that I put all my time and effort into streaming, and all I received in return was fun and satisfied viewers. But no, I want fame and glory and money. That's what I want out of this. I want to rule the planet through the steps I've taken by being a expert Twitch streamer, you know? Oh, that's a ghost ship. I'm a big fan of the concept of ghost vehicles, you know? Like a ghost train, perhaps.
What are you doing just standing around? The governor's been kidnapped.
I see.
What? By whom?
LeChuck's got her
So
on
now
a
I
ship
figure the
that just
real
sailed
game
off.
begins.
I'm afraid we've seen the last of her.
Okay, so she's not a ghost though, right? So how did she like disapparate here with the ship? Now,
So
where were
where
you the whole
this
time, huh?
Sleeping?
Hey, I'm a lookout, not a bodyguard.
Look out. Okay. Do you think he just shouts "look out"? See, okay. Let me play through what just happened in my head when I said that, right? Because in my mind, the joke popped into my head. Oh, he's a lookout. What does he do? Just say "look out"? And then seconds after, like not second, milliseconds after thinking that, I thought, that's not funny at all. I can't say that. That's so stupid. That's not even a joke. That's nothing. If I say that, it'll be to my detriment, because people will think, wow, she's not funny at all, you know? And then, like a second later, I was like, ooh, too much time has passed, and I gotta say something. So, what's the only thing I can think to say right now? And so then the words came out of my mouth. Vomit out of my mouth. Oh, he's a lookout. What is he supposed to say, lookout? And then, here I am now explaining the whole thing, and we're caught up in real time. And I think it was funnier. This was a rare example of a time where a joke was funnier because it was explained. Okay? I for some reason think it's really funny when people over-explain jokes. And maybe I'm kind of alone in that, or rare in that. But I have always found it... I think it's really funny when people, like, go way too into detail about why something was supposedly funny. Or not funny. Let's go. Where did they go?
Chuck's taking the governor back to his hideout on Monkey Island.
Now we gotta go to Monkey Island. We weren't even on Monkey Island the whole time. We're just getting started.
They left this note. You can have it, but
I don't think you'll
like what it says.
I see. So, okay, so I got a note. Before that, I gotta say, on Wednesday, I am going to start streaming Ghostbusters the video game, from 2009, and some say that Ghostbusters the video game, well, I think specifically Dan Aykroyd said it was basically the third movie. Because for a long time, long time, Ghostbusters 3 was in development hell. And it was partially because, like, Bill Murray didn't want to do it. And, then they, like, sold it back and they made, like, the stupid Ghostbusters 2016. And then, like, that failed so hard, luckily, that they made the good recent two movies, Afterlife and Frozen Empire, that I think are great. They're, like, two of my favorite movies. Would I fight a... Well, like, what rules ghost are we talking about? Are we talking about, like, a Ghostbusters rules ghost? Or are we talking, like, a, like, what kind of, like, interpretation of the concept of a ghost are we talking about? Because if it is Ghostbusters, right, which is something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, I think it depends, right? Like one, do I have Ghostbuster equipment? Because if I've got Ghostbuster equipment, heck yeah, that's like a dream. That would be so cool to actually be a Ghostbuster. Of course I would fight a ghost. Right, but if it's like some horror movie rules, you know? If it's like the rules that like a horror movie goes by, and I don't have like a proton pack, and I'm just expected to like how do I fight it with my fists? That's not gonna work, you know? If it was those rules, I'd say, no way. Can't. It's gonna like kill me. It's gonna like turn me into like a creature or something. I don't know. I couldn't handle that, I don't think. Fighting like a ghost in that sense. Now, my grandpa, part of the reason that I do like Ghostbusters so much, like part of the reason I'm interested in it in the first place, is that my family has a history with the paranormal, right? My grandpa was like a real ghost hunter, you know? He was a paranormal investigator. At least in his retirement, he was, you know. He'd go to these historic places, and he would like use all this equipment, and they'd try to find evidence of the afterlife, of a ghost in our mortal plane, you know. And do I believe any of that stuff? Not necessarily. My grandpa is like big on reincarnation. I think his kind of belief system is that there's sort of like a reincarnation system, and sometimes people get stuck between it, and they're ghosts, you know? But, you know, just in general, like, in my family, when you're a little kid, in the Edler family, which, yes, that is my name, Did you know my name is Ella Edler? That's my name, and that's where Ellers comes from. In the Edler family, we are told scary stories as bedtime stories, you know? And it's like it like helps us fall asleep because it's like that's normal, you know? That's like cool and like comforting to like hear stories of like ghosts and goblins and monsters and stuff, you know? And that's how it was for me, and like I know like my uncle does that with my little cousin Miette. Like she's like really into paranormal stuff, and like I was when I was a kid, and like all my uncles love it. And but anyway, that's kind of like the basis for why I like Ghostbusters so much, you know, because it's a franchise that has kind of an appreciation of that stuff while also being kind of goofy and wacky, and I like the goofy and wackiness too. And I also like, another thing to talk about Ghostbusters is that I have autism, right? I'm autistic, and the Ghostbusters franchise it was conceived of by an autistic person, you know? It was conceptualized by Dan Aykroyd, who is autistic, and it has autistic characters, like Ray Stantz, the Ghostbuster, is autistic, because his actor is, you know. And then in the newer movies, Phoebe Spangler is also, like, canonically autistic, and she's the protagonist of the newer movies. And so it's, like, just kind of cool to see, like, good representation for that. Like genuinely good representation for, like, people with, mild autism, you know? It's cool. And then also it's like all this cool paranormal stuff, and it's just kind of a combination of things that makes me really like it a lot. And so I think like after the new one, Frozen Empire, came out, I think it is oh no. This is not good. But I think it's very firmly my favorite movie series at this point. This isn't good. Party's over. The real game begins, huh? So, Where are all the pirates?
Oh, they're all up looting the governor's mansion. The governor is gone.
Wow.
Chuck and his spectral crew came and got her.
They're looting the governor's mansion.
Spirited her away. She was so good to me.
Because...
Always conveniently losing those health board reports.
Oh, no.
Consideration, of course. What'll become of my business? Oh, woe is
This
me.
guy looks wacky. His design
What can I do to
is
save her?
so wacky.
You must get a ship and go after her.
Why is his
Ghost
belly
Pirate's
just out
lair
like
is on
that?
Monkey Island. Everybody
He's
knows
stummy.
that. Don't ask me how. All you need to do is find a way there.
Where can I get a ship? That sounds good.
Why, Smiling Stands used shipyard.
Oh yeah, the shipyard! I know about the shipyard.
Old friends.
I know about that shipyard. I don't want him to join me. Can he not come with me? I don't want him to come with me. Get me a drink.
Get me a drink.
Get your own drink.
Wow.
Right.
Write him off.
I'm off.
Good luck. Be
I
sure
d-
to wear your mittens
Mittens?
and your galoshes. And
Galoshes?
don't forget to write. Bye now.
What? He's secretly my mother. Can I actually get my own drink in here? No, it doesn't seem like it. Kimbus is here. Kimbus, what do you want? Yeah. You want to get up on my lap and say hi to the audience? Wow. What a creature she is. Walk to curtain. Kimball. She's not really huge on getting up on my lap. Kimbus isn't. Aw. Kimbus is not a lap sitter generally, but she does like pets. I can put her on my lap and she'll probably lay down and stuff if I put her there, and she'll like purr and get pets and stuff. But she never like, I can't ever get her to jump up onto my lap on her own. Yeah. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get a Mountain Dew out of the fridge. So I found out about this this thing where oh man, where Twitch streamers will wear like green panties, you know, and then use it as a green screen for like whatever they're doing, you know, and then they'll stand in front of the camera. It sounds kind of awful to me. I understand why that would get viewers, and I understand why you would do it, because it would get viewers, wouldn't it? But that just sounds like a bad idea for a lot. Like, I feel like that could go wrong and you could get banned from Twitch, you know, for one. Okay. You got auto-modded. I'm gonna allow it. But okay, you know, it's fine. People can say that word. It's fine if people say that.
Any sign of the governor?
Kimbus.
None.
Yeah, do you want to get on my lap?
I fear we've seen the last of her.
Kimbus. Oh, she's leaving now. How dare she escape my grasp? No, you didn't. It was the auto mod that did that. I wouldn't have cared. You know, kind of notoriously, I have much more lax restrictions in general with, I wanted to go to the governor's mansion before we went on the ship. I'm much more lax with restrictions than my mods generally are. My mods, like, will ban people for doing certain things, and I don't care that much, usually. But they're more responsible than me, so... I don't think they would ban you for that, because, like, I think that's, probably fine. Let's save the game. Yeah, okay. Autosave part 1, the 3 trials. Hey, how many parts are there? How many parts are there in this game? If this is part 1. I mean, I figure part 1 is about to end, I would think, right? Like when we leave this island.
May I help you?
I'm here to loot the governor's mansion.
And do you have reservations, sir?
Reservations?
Reservations? For looting?
That's crazy.
Oh, yes, very popular when the governor's away. Chaos would ensue if we didn't have
That's
a
really
system.
funny.
Now,
I really
unless you
like
have
the sense of humor of
reservations,
this game.
you'll have to leave.
Yes, I do have reservations.
And what name would they be under?
I think it's that first one there on top of the list.
Wow.
Nice try.
Nice
But
try.
we're booked solid for the next 5 hours. But I might be able to squeeze you in.
Ads,
around
the
2
horrible
o'clock hour.
ads.
Would that be
These evil
okay?
ads. Are you guys all in an ad right now? None of you can hear me? That's so unfortunate.
Yes, that would be fine.
Superb. I'll put you down for 1 to loot the governor's mansion.
2:30? Oh, that's relatable. If you didn't hear, I've been on a tooth adventure lately. So 2 weeks ago, I got 4 fillings, right? And then last Wednesday, I was supposed to get 4 more fillings, because I really haven't been taking very good care of my mouth. But then they got to the 3rd one, and it gave them a lot of trouble, and they were like, we can't figure this one out. It's gonna take us a lot longer. And so I was there for, like, a really, really long time. Really long time. And then I got back from... Well, and then they were like, okay, we can't do all 4 of the fillings today, so you're gonna have to come back again in April to get that last filling. And I think generally this is motivation for me to brush my teeth twice a day. It's not necessarily a motivation for me to quit sugar. There's a new Mountain Dew. It's tropical punch flavored. Now, I've never been a huge punch person generally. Can I take a moment here and say that I do appreciate the graphic design of Mountain Dew? You know, people in kind of certain logo graphic design circles were kind of freaking out when Pepsi rebranded and really bucked the trend and like added and made like a really complicated design for their cans and stuff. You know, they've got like a pretty complicated graphic design system now. Like their new branding is. The logo itself is pretty simple, but that just all the packaging and stuff is really intricate. You know, but like, oh, do you mean the Pepsi Manifesto, or do you mean something else? Because the Pepsi Manifesto is legendary. That's another thing that there's been a Lemon Demon song about. Redesign your logo. The Lemon Demon song was about the Pepsi Manifesto. Pepsi Universe, Pepsi Galaxy. Ah! You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the Pepsi Manifesto. That wasn't for their current logo. That was for the one they had like a year ago. So the Pepsi Manifesto logo was
Stan of Stan's previously owned vessels.
Wow.
Stand on my head to make you a deal.
Wow,
What sort of craft
a
are
real
you looking
salesman
for?
here.
Big, fast, slow. You want it? I got it. And if I don't got it,
It's
I
got
get
like a
I want
chowder-esque
you to do that
quality
you're
to it,
happy.
doesn't it?
Because if you're
It's
not
doing the
happy,
thing that all the textures
I'm
in
not
chowder
happy.
did.
But I know you're gonna leave here happy today.
Where like,
How do I know? Just look at all these ships. I've got something for everyone. Come, take a look around.
wow.
So tell me, what are you interested in looking at today?
This guy reminds me of Richard Nixon. So, what was I saying? I was saying... Oh, yeah, so the Pepsi Manifesto was from, I think, 2008. And that was the logo they had until very recently, where it was kind of like... It was like the red and at the top, the blue at the bottom, and there was kind of like a weird, like, curve of white in the middle, you know? And so the Pepsi Manifesto was insisting that the angles of that curve in the middle were had astronomical significance, that they were written in the DNA of humans and like all this crazy stuff, you know. And it's iconic as just like an example of like unhinged design practices and reasoning, you know. The new Pepsi logo, I have a lot of appreciation for. I'm glad they replaced the Pepsi Manifesto logo. But I like it because if you've seen, like, the cherry Pepsi cans that they have now, they've got, like, these real detailed, like, pictures of cherries on them, you know? And I like that. Like, that's cool. Let's do more stuff like that. But what I was trying to say is that, Mountain Dew's been doing that for years now. They redesigned their packaging, like, I don't know when it was. Probably like 5 years ago, I would guess. 5 or 6 years ago. And their packaging now has very intricate designs on it, like illustrations of these very like wacky situations, you know. And they all have kind of the same art style, but it's very detailed and strange, you know. And I always really liked it when they introduced that. But I think we need more stuff like that, you know. I think there is kind of like a good balance between having a complicated design and also having it be like recognizable and like easy to spot at a small resolution on a tiny screen, you know? I think it's possible. I think, okay, I'm not gonna get into like logo design nerd stuff right now, but there's like this new volleyball league in the United States that I think the logos are just great, and they're like a really good example of that. It's pretty good. First time I've had this. Let's see here. Something not too expensive but built to last.
Actually, I'd like to go think about it some more.
Sure, think it over.
I
don't want
assume
you to
this
feel
is gonna be...
pressured or anything. Bye now.
I assume...
I forgot to give you my card.
Wow.
And here's
This
something
guy's very,
else to
like,
remember me by.
Spamton-esque.
A compass?
An extra strong magnetic compass.
Or
Picture on it.
Metaton. He's
That's
very
right.
Metaton-esque
It
also.
always points directly back here, so if you're looking for
Maybe
a good
even
deal,
more.
you know where to go.
Maybe
I'll
even
be
more
right here
Metaton-esque
when you
than he
come
is
back.
Spamton-esque.
But I can't guarantee that any of these ships will.
Right.
They're moving fast today. Yes, sirree. Can't
Wow.
hardly keep anything in stock. He'll be back.
He's like if you crossed Richard Nixon with Metaton. Dun 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 dun.
Howdy. Great to see you again. I knew you'd come back.
So I'm being
Everybody
pressured
does. You know
into
why
buying a
they
boat.
come back? Just look at
Yeah.
all these ships. I've
Yeah.
got something for everyone.
Yeah. It really is though. Like he kind of looks like Richard Nixon, but he like acts like Metaton, but he also kind of acts like Richard Nixon a little bit too. You know, so I think yeah. Let me see the best ship you've got. Let's do that.
Hey, it's nice to meet a man who appreciates quality.
Wow.
I've got just the boat for you.
I relate
Walk
to this guy
way.
also. I am also like a horrible salesman at
Now
times.
this is a ship fit for a king. I mean, we're talking 15 staterooms, a fireplace in every one. We're talking
Wow.
2 pools, one indoor, one outdoor. We're talking rotating ballroom.
Rotating ballroom?
heated
What does that
crow's
even
nest.
mean?
We're
Heated
talking
crow's
200
nest?
feet of ocean-going decadence, and all for one low price. Speaking of price, let's talk about money.
Let's
Your
talk about money. Your money. Credit? Could I get one on credit?
Actually, I was hoping to get one on credit.
Sorry, kid. Neither a borrower nor a lender be.
I
That's
see.
just old Stan's philosophy. If you've got a job, the storekeeper in town might extend you some credit. Then we'd have something to talk about. Unless, of course, you've already got some other means of financing.
I have 371 pieces of 8.
I think we must be talking about completely different ships here. You've obviously been out of the ship market for quite
You've
some
obviously
time.
been out of
I
the
doubt
ship
you're carrying enough
market
cash
for a
on
very
you for
long
this
time.
transaction. You wouldn't happen to have any other means of finance, would you?
Like how he moves his arms around like this all the time. You know, wow, incredible. Hi there. As a presenter and a theaterist, I relate to Metaton quite a bit. You know, as an actor, you know, and a entertainer. You know, I find Metaton to be very relatable to me. You know, and so this guy also speaks to me in a certain strange way that I can't quite put my finger on.
On second thought, this may not be the ship for me.
Well, heck, I can understand that.
Well, heck.
Nothing wrong with being indecisive, even if it is a waste of my time. So,
Wow.
what else can I show you?
Huh. So I could get a job. Huh. I could get credit from a job. That's what he said. I could get a job in the town. Is that worth it, do you think? I think it's probably not worth it. What if I tell him I really don't have that much to spend?
Have no fear.
Have
Every
no
ship I sell
fear.
is a bargain. But if you're looking for a real steal, I've got just the boat for you. Walk this way.
Oh.
This here is the famous Sea Monkey, the only ship ever to make it to Monkey Island.
Well, that's probably the
Anyone
one
aboard
that I
lost a
want,
life.
then.
Or should I say, anything? You see, the previous owners of this ship were two adventurous pirates. They set off, like many before, to find the legendary
I was thinking about-
secret of Monkey Island.
That's the name of the game!
They
No way, he
disappeared
said the name of the
forever.
game that we're playing right now! That's so crazy! Wow, wow, Ellers Pog, reaction.
Without a single human aboard.
Wow.
Some claim it was sailed back
Can we
by
get
a
Ellers
crew of
Pog in chat?
Chimps? There aren't any chimps in the Caribbean.
Oh, shut up. It makes a good story. Anyway, this baby's mine now. That is, until someone makes me an offer. How
This
much
guy's
would you
just
like to
selling
spend?
boats. Where'd he get this Viking ship from?
I have 371 pieces of 8.
Look, this is a very reasonably priced ship, but not that reasonable. I don't think you've got the cash for this transaction either. You do have some other means of payment, don't you?
All I have is this rubber chicken.
Is it one of those
Is this
rubber
gonna be a whole
chickens with
sequence? I'm
pole
gonna
in
have
the
to deal
middle?
with this whole thing.
I already got one of those.
He's already got a rubber chicken
You
with a
wouldn't happen to have any
Oh, this
other
is
means
horrible.
of finance, would you?
On second thought, this may not be the ship for me.
Well, heck,
Fuel
I can
economy.
understand
There's
that.
this ship down in the
Nothing
corner
wrong
behind
with
my
being
face that says
indecisive,
fuel economy
even
on
if
it.
it is a
And it's a
waste of
rowboat.
my time.
You
So,
get it?
What else can I show you?
That spiffy blue one by your office looks nice.
Of course it does.
Of course
It's mine. And it's not for sale. What else can I show you?
How much do you want for yours? Let's,
I told you, it's not for sale. Jeez,
What if-
you're annoying.
Wow.
But hey, so am I, right? What else can I show you?
Something not too expensive, but
I guess
built
I have
to
to
last.
exhaust all the
Affordable
options here.
quality. Hey, that's my motto. I've got just the boat for you. Walk this way.
I think that.
Now, I can see
Did you hear?
you're a no-frills kind of guy.
There's a
But I can
used
also
car
tell that
salesman
quality
running
means a
for
lot to you.
Senate in Ohio,
Just look at the way you dress.
and I think
Rugged,
that's
like this baby.
such
She
a
comes
red
from a land
flag,
far
you know?
to the north.
Like, if
The
I heard,
sea
like,
is
a
as
used car
unforgiving as the
salesman
men are tough and
was
hey,
gonna
you
run
wouldn't
for
have to
Senate,
be from there, would you?
I'd be like,
You just seem to have a sort of Nordic
no,
quality.
no, I don't trust
Anyway,
them at
we're
all.
talking about a real value here. Just how much were you looking to spend today?
Money
What if I
is
tell
no
money
object.
is no object?
Well, it is with me. How much you got?
I have 371 pieces
Oh, it's not enough for
I'm
him.
glad this ship doesn't have ears, my friend. Because if she did, she'd slap your face. I don't think you've got the cash for this transaction either.
So, we don't have enough money
You
for
have
any of them.
some other means of payment.
I'm the
Don't
one who's
you?
annoying. You're calling me annoying. The real life Ellers is annoying. Not, or do you mean Guybrush Threepwood, my in-game counterpart of sorts? So I can't afford a
this
ship
may not
then.
be the ship for me.
Do I have to get a
Well,
job?
heck, I can understand that.
have to
Nothing
get
wrong with being
credit.
indecisive, even if it is a waste of my
A
time.
waste
So,
of my
what
time.
else can I show
Okay.
you?
Me, the real human being.
Actually, I'd like to go think about it some more.
So I might have to go get
Sure. Think
a
it out.
job.
I don't want you to feel
This is
pressure or
disgusting. I
anything.
hate it. I don't want to have
Bye
a
now.
job. I'm an unemployed
Did
loser.
I already give you my card? Here. I'm gonna give you
Unemployed
another
loser
one
dummy.
Just in case.
Thanks.
Okay, let's go back to the town. Yeah, okay, let's go back to the town, and then, we will get a job, potentially. You know, it does say that my feed is unstable, unfortunately. But I can't fix that until after I finish streaming. I know why it says that. There's like a setting I have to change in OBS. You know I really shouldn't, sit this far away from the camera, you know? I gotta get close. I should go in here. And see what this lady has to say now.
Hey, I'm back and I'm ready to know more about the future.
Still not time, I guess. Oh, she's here.
So you have returned to learn future.
Wow.
Yes, I must go after the governor.
You must first find others.
I think
to
it's
help
crazy
in
the
your
way they
cause.
look when they move their mouths. Have you seen that guy that made that video that's like,
Makes me
hey,
see
you
spots.
stole my buddy
Quiet.
Glimbo's gold, you know?
I am getting another vision.
That looks like this.
You must.
Must what?
Must what?
You must go to Monkey Island.
Well, I know I gotta go to Monkey Island. That's the name of the. That's the name of the video game I'm playing.
He hides deep.
Of course.
Deep beneath Monkey Island.
Oh, so he's
There is only
underground.
one
He's in
thing
the
powerful enough to
caves.
destroy LeChuck.
He's in the lava.
It's an ancient root. Once prepared, the root can destroy a ghost with one touch.
Oh man, the
Yeah.
Ghostbusters would love to get their hands on one of those.
More vision.
Spill it.
I see the cannibals that live on
Cannibals?
They are helping you or eating you. I can't tell. The vision isn't coming in clear anymore.
Great.
Wow.
Now go and find the one that loves you. But be warned,
Don't worry, I'll watch out for LeChuck.
not of LeChuck, of yourself.
Of yourself.
What you will find out about yourself and your world.
Oh, so this is gonna have, there's gonna be personal reflection in this story, huh? I thought that Ghostbusters Frozen Empire was a very good film that I liked a lot. And I really hope that it's successful enough that they make a third one, or I guess a fifth one technically. It's like the third one in this like modern series, you know. Frozen Empire is the second one in this modern series. I feel like it would be kind of like funny, I guess, if like they just never made another one. I wouldn't like that, but it, you know,
Hey,
it would kind of
where'd you
speak
go?
to the whole like
Hike halfway across the island to try and get you a reservation with the Swordmaster, who by
I already
decision
beat the
will step in the
Swordmaster. What are
lake.
you talking
And
about?
when I come back, you're gone. See if I ever do you a favor again.
Oh no. It overfilled. Hold on. I shook it up a little because I dropped it.
Can I help you?
Can I help you? Did he forget I was here? Wow.
Could you hurry up?
So unfortunate.
I was hoping to close early today. Hurry up!
Hurry up. I get it. I spilled soda.
What do you want?
What do you want? I'm interested in procuring a note of credit.
You are.
You are, aren't you?
I got a job.
I got a job.
To be honest, sir, I am not employed.
Oh, thank you for telling me that. I respect your honesty. But I didn't get to be 83 by being no jackass. No job, no credit. Come back when you got one. What else do you want?
So I have to get a job, huh? Where do you think I can get a job? I see.
I think I'd just like to browse.
Whatever.
I'll come right back. And lie to him.
I've got my eye on you, boy. Steal
Wow.
anything and I break your legs.
He's 83 years old.
What do you want?
This guy, this is the 2 ages of Tom Kenny. Indeed.com, yeah. Indeed, I'm looking for a job. Sure would be crazy if, I don't know, like, Josh Allen, I don't think, who was, there was like some football player, was it like Justin Jefferson? There was some football player that was in an Indeed ad. Might have been Justin Jefferson. I don't know. Like, I don't know why his name would come to mind if it wasn't him. Because that's, like, so specific, you know? He's just kind of like a... He's a good player, you know? But he's, you know, it's pretty specific to, like, think of him specifically, though, I guess. Okay, now I'm curious. I gotta look up who it was. You've distracted me. How dare you? Oh, good. Let's see. What was I gonna search? I guess the Jets are getting a new logo, but really it's like a throwback logo. It's just the word jets with an extremely abstract plane over top of it. What was I looking up? Oh yeah, Indeed ad NFL player. I swear there was an ad with like an NFL player. It's not what I was looking for. No, it wasn't an NFL player. It was a baseball player. It was Francisco Lindor. It was Francisco Lindor he was for the Cleveland Indians back in the day. Now he plays for the Mets. He still plays. Why did I think of him for Cleveland still? Well, he was in a World Series with Cleveland, so that's notable. He's kind of fallen off since he went to the Mets, I guess.
Yourself a job finally, huh? All right. I'll get one of my notes.
I think he's still pretty good, though, right? Lindor? I think he's good with the Mets. I don't know. I don't follow the Mets that closely, so I couldn't tell you. Why did I think it was Justin Jefferson? Was he in like a different ad for something? I know he's in Little Caesars ads.
Let's see here. What did you say your occupation was?
Is this one the most believable, you think?
I clean ships over at Stan's used shipyard.
I haven't seen a clean ship over there in years. You're either lying or you're just a crummy worker. Either way, I don't trust you.
Wow. I gotta remember that combination. That combination is so complicated. When you guys like clip the combination or something and I can like watch the clip? I don't know what to tell you. I think one problem that I've been having with growing my Twitch audience is that I don't get many clips taken of my streams. And when I do have clips taken, they always single out really bad parts for some reason. And I wonder, like, because I watch parts of my streams sometimes, and I know there's good parts, you know? But for some reason, the clips never capture the good parts. And I think, like, a really good example of this is that there are several clips that I have in my library that are just like, I left the room and someone clipped that. And it's like, well, why did you do that? Like, why didn't you clip it when I said something funny or, like, did a little bit or something? Why are you clipping it when I'm not talking? Like, I don't say anything for 15 seconds and they clip that. Why'd they clip that? It's stupid. So that's, like, something that could be fixed, potentially, I think.
I think I'd just like to browse.
Okay. Wake me up if you need anything.
So I gotta learn the combination.
Don't you be messing with that.
Oh, wow.
Let's go, Fancy Pants. Can I help you?
I have a job now.
What do you want?
I do. It's true. It's secret.
I
I already
just like to
found
browse.
the Swordmaster.
Hey, this ain't no boutique. Don't take all day. I've got my eye on you, boy. Steal anything and I break your legs.
I don't think is
What do
capable
you
of
want?
breaking my legs.
I'm interested in procuring a note of credit.
Okay, I'm gonna remember the combination.
All right.
I'll
get
remember
one of
it
my
this
notes
time.
and we'll fill it out.
What's it gonna be, huh? Okay. Left, down, down, right, down, up. Okay, that's easier than I thought. Down, right, down, up. Down, right, down, up. Down,
Let's
right,
see
down,
here.
up. Down, right, down,
What
up.
did you say your occupation was?
I'm waiting tables at the Scum Bar.
Down, right, down, up.
Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. Yeah, the cook over there waits all his own tables.
Down, right, down,
Speak to
up.
all his customers personally.
Down, right, down, up. So he's gonna go in there and put it back. And I'm gonna tell him to go find the sword master. And he's gonna go find the sword master, and he's gonna come back. But it's gonna be a while before he comes back, I think.
I'm looking for the sword master of Melee Island.
We'll get him out of here.
Look, I told you she doesn't want to see you.
Maybe if you asked her again?
I guess I could hike all the way over there. Again.
This guy's 83 years old, and we're asking him to do all these long treks. So I totally am gonna do something. I'm going to steal from this vulnerable old man. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Ellers Galaxy YouTube channel. Today we're gonna be stealing from vulnerable old men. And that's right, if you smash the like button and subscribe immediately, you will be able to see me steal from old men at least 10 times in this video. It's gonna be so epic. And, I don't know. That was fun. Okay, how do I... How do I make it go the other direction? Down... And then I have to make it go left, don't I? Huh. Left. How do I make it go? Okay. What if I... No, that's not what I want to do. I don't know how to control this thing. Is it like pull would pull? Oh yeah, okay, that works. So I've got to push now. Down, right. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Down. No, okay, this is needlessly confusing. Down. Well, that's not what I wanted either. Down. Wait, what? This is very needlessly confusing. Down. Right. Down. There we go. I did
Nothing
it.
in here but this note.
Now we can talk. Now we can say some epic things about Ghostbusters and the Ellers world. Have you heard about the theme park that I'm making? I'm creating a theme park. It's called Ellers World. It's going to be in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. And it's gonna be full of Ellers themed attractions. You know, we've procured the rights to Ghostbusters themed attractions. You know, there's gotta be a Ghostbusters theme park ride somewhere, right? Who do you think has the deal for that? There's gotta be someone. There's gotta be one somewhere, I would think. I can't believe the last message in my chat is a link to Indeed.com. Are you telling me to get a job? Really? Wow. Indeed, this is absurd. This is ridiculous. It's unfair. How can you rank a master and not blah 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 blah. Okay, let's get a ship. You guys ready to get a ship? I am ready to buy a super epic boat.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Great to see you again.
Great to see you again. I knew you'd come back.
Everybody does. You know why they come back? Just look at all these ships. I've got something for everyone. Come, take a look around.
Why does it look like his jaw is coming unhinged every time he talks?
So, what else can I show you?
Could I see that red one again?
I knew it. I knew it. Just can't get her out of your mind, can you? Walk
It's
this
a
way.
pretty nice ship. It's got like a ballroom in
Now,
it.
here's a ship that's definitely worth a second look. What kind of price range were you thinking of?
Get it from the storekeeper. Will you take it?
I'd love to. I really would. I usually do, but not for the amount this baby's gonna run you. Maybe one of the other ships would be more in your price range.
I want to get the one
So,
that's like
what
the
else can
only
I
one.
show you?
I want to get the
Could I see the cheap one again?
I want to get the one that was the
Sure.
only
You're
one to
obviously an
survive
educated guy
going
who
to
wants to make
Monkey
an
Island and
educated
back.
Decision. Walk this way.
That seems like it was called the Sea Monkey, right? I like the way this guy's coat moves. It's nice.
Hard to stay away from a good mystery, isn't it? Hmm? What kind of price range were you thinking of?
Let's take
I got
that
credit from the
credit
storekeeper.
that I
Will you take it?
stole.
Hey, of course.
It's okay. I'm gonna get
Your
so much
credit's always good at
treasure from
Stan's.
being a
It
pirate.
doesn't matter if you've had credit problems in the past. Divorce, chronic gambling mishaps. I mean, who am I to judge, right? If the
Wow.
storekeeper trusts you enough to give you a letter of credit, then you must be an honest man with a steady income.
Wow.
right?
Right.
Let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? I know you want it. You know you want it. And I know that you know that I want to sell it, so...
Let's talk
Let's
extras.
talk extras.
Extras? You want to talk extras? Great! This baby's loaded
With extras. I like this guy a lot.
Did I tell you about the...
I mean, if I met him in
porthole
real life, I'd
defoggers?
want to punch him, but, like, I like the concept of him just more generally.
I think I can live without that particular piece of junk.
Okay, but don't blame me if you run into an iceberg or something. But wait, there's more. Did I tell you about the anti-lock anchor?
Stan, that does sound useful.
And well worth the money, too. That's why it's already included in the price. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's
Did I tell
more.
you about
He
the
said it.
rack and pinion rudder?
Geez, Stan, that does sound useful.
And well worth the money, too. That's why it's already included in the price. But wait, there's more.
I mean, I
Did
figured all
tell
these
you
things
about
would
the
be useful,
velour
right?
Sail covers?
I think I can live without that particular piece of junk.
Hey, travel light. I can understand that, sure. Of course, mutiny is an ugly word. But wait, there's more. Did
How
I
many
tell
of
you
these
about
are
the
there?
tachometer?
Geez, Stan,
I don't
that
even know
does
what that
sound
is. I don't know what a tachometer is,
And well
but it
worth
sounds
the
useful.
money,
And I
too.
got money
That's
that
why
I
it's
stole
already
from a guy
included in
that I
the
don't
price.
care about.
But wait,
So of
there's
course I'm gonna
more.
give this
Did I
guy
tell you about the
all my
elevator
all
made
my
with wood
money.
from Burgundy wine casks?
There's an I want an
Jeez,
elevator
Stan, that does
made
sound
from
useful.
Burgundy wine casks.
And
That sounds
well worth the
amazing.
money, too. That's why it's
How much is this
already
gonna
included
cost?
in the price. But
Wow.
wait, there's more.
I want an
Did I tell you
elevator
about
on
the
my ship.
simulated wood siding?
Simulated wood siding? I don't think I
can live
need
without
that. What
particular
is
piece
that?
of junk.
He didn't give me a very good pitch on it because he just told me
Okay,
the name
but
of
I'm
it.
telling you, barnacles hate simulated wood. But wait, there's more. Did I tell
I
you about the
see.
porthole defoggers?
That doesn't seem
I
super
think I can live
important.
without that particular piece of junk.
I think he's just trying to swindle me with stuff I
Okay,
don't
but
need.
blame me
Because
if
that's
you
all
run
this
into
guy
an
does, isn't it?
iceberg or something.
Isn't it,
But
folks?
wait,
That's what
there's
salesmen
more.
are all about.
Did I
This
tell
guy's
you
gonna
about
run
the
for office
anti-lock
someday like
anchor?
that weird used car salesman from Ohio that's running for Senate. Just never trust a salesman. See, I know this because my stepdad is a salesman. He's a career salesman, and I never trust a word he says. He's a horrible person, you know? And so, as a result, I have a chronic distrust of salesmen. Especially, like weird, alt-right ones. That believe some really out there wacky conspiracy theories. So I hear about a salesman that is like that running for Senate, and I'm like, we gotta, that's not good. I don't even
I think
remember
I
what he
can
was
live
trying to
without
sell
that
me.
particular piece of junk.
This is gonna
Sure,
cost
throw
so much money.
Safety to the wind. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. How
Did I
many of
tell
these
you about
are
the
there?
rack and pinion rudder?
He already told me
Enough
about
about
this
extras already.
Okay, where were we?
Well, what do you think it's worth?
You could sail this puppy away today for just 8,650 pieces of eight. How does that sound to you?
one. That's a lot.
I'd like to make you an offer.
Great. How much?
I'd like to pay 2,000 pieces of eight.
Wow.
Sure.
Sales
I guess
pitch
we can start
simulator.
out at the bottom. I got all day. I I'm gonna be getting a whole new shipment next week, so you got me over a barrel. I've got to sell this baby, even if it means losing my...
Why would he tell us that? Why would he inform us of that? That puts us in a positive position. That gives us the advantage in this.
I'd like to make you an offer.
Great. How much?
How does
Let's do
3,000
3,000.
pieces of bait sound?
We drive a
That's
hard
little bit
bargain.
More like it, but not much. I know you can try harder.
Why,
than that.
why is this game
Just
suddenly
tell me,
being
what
like
would it take
like
to get
bargaining
you to sail this ship
simulator?
away today?
It's not like the most fun activity in the world to do, is it? What do you
Well,
think
what do you
it's
think
worth,
it's worth?
huh?
You could sail this puppy away today for just 8,200 pieces of eight. How does that sound to you?
No.
I'd like to make you an offer.
Great.
Great.
How much?
Okay, 4,000 pieces of 8.
That's
Pieces
a little
of
bit
eight.
more like it, but not much.
Is that where the
I
word
know you can
pesos
try
comes
harder
from?
than that.
Is that... I don't know
realize,
what
don't
that...
you,
like...
they just don't make
Is it
them
from
like
Pieces
this
of Eight?
anymore.
I thought I heard that somewhere one time. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. There's like some currency that, like, the name of it came from Pieces of Eight. Yeah, it does? Okay. That's one of those things that, like, I think I heard someone say that, like, when I was, like, in middle school or something, and then I just kind of, like, internalized that as fact and, like, never looked it up or, like, really thought about it at all. So, like, this is, like, the first confirmation of that I've gotten since, like, 2011 or something. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Huh. What do you think
What
it's
do you
worth?
think it's worth?
You could sail this puppy away today.
Oh, he's
for just
not driving it very
7,650
far
pieces of eight. How
down.
does that sound to you?
Trying a tough bargain. Real tough. Ghostbusters You should go see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Go give them the support so they know they should make another one. Go make the movie profitable so that so that the producers will, like, have the financial capabilities to make another one. Because the way it stands right now, it's, like, no guarantee that Sony is gonna see it as, like, worth it to make another one. Because it's kind of a bit of an expensive movie to produce. There's a lot of CG involved in it, you know. It's a lot of special effects.
I'd like to make you an offer.
Final offer.
Great. How much?
Alright, 5,000, but that's my final offer.
That's a little bit more like it, but not much. I know you can try harder than that. Buddy, you can tell me the truth. It's the little woman, isn't it?
The
You're
what?
afraid of what she'll say when you come home with
Oh,
a
I
new
see.
ship. Don't be such a wimp. Stand up to her. She'll respect you for it. And when she sees this ship, she'll love you for it.
Wow.
Trust me.
That's so manipulative in such a kind of icky way. I don't like that. I don't like what he just said to me. Don't like that. I've noticed I haven't really been talking as much recently. It's just I'm kind of distracted with, like, what this game is throwing at me. That was really icky what he just said. Kind of really gross. He is clearly not great with women, huh? I'd like to make you an offer. I can only imagine what this situation would be like if Guybrush Threepwood was a woman, and he was like talking to this guy, like the way he'd be treated in this situation, probably not great. Ah.
I'd like to make you an offer.
Great. How much?
Actually, I'd like you to squirm a little more.
Sure.
Sure.
Hey, that's my job, isn't it? I don't understand. I thought you were interested in this ship.
Well, what do you think it's worth?
You could sail this puppy away today for just 7,150 pieces of eight. How
This
does that
is-
sound to you?
Crazy.
Let's
What if
talk
I
extras.
take away the extras that he was
Did I
trying
tell
to
you
put on
about
it?
the rack and pinion rudder?
I think I can live without that particular piece of junk.
So let's just tell him we
Well,
don't want
I
any of
guess
the
it'll
any
float
of the
without it.
extras, right? That'll help,
Barely.
right?
But wait, there's more. Did
Is-
I
is
tell
that
you
gonna
about
fix the problem?
velour sail covers?
I think I can live without that particular piece of junk.
I don't think I can remove the
Hey,
extras
try
I
the
already
light.
asked
I
for.
can understand that, sure. Of course, mutiny is an ugly word. But wait, there's more. Did I tell you about the tachometer?
think I can
Yeah,
live
he
without that
did,
particular
but
piece of junk.
Wow, does your wife know you're such a cheapskate?
Your wife?
But wait, there's more. Did I tell you about the
Guybrush
elevator made
Threepwood
with
doesn't
wood
have a
from
wife.
Burgundy wine casks?
I think
No
I can live without
extras.
that
We can't
particular
afford
piece
the
of junk.
extras.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of decadent, isn't it? But wait, there's more. Did I tell you about this simulated wood siding?
I think I can live without that particular piece of junk.
The barnacles hate simulated wood.
Barnacles hate simulated wood. But
Hey
wait,
guys,
there's
let's
more.
take a moment.
Did I
Do you
tell
remember
about the
earlier in this stream when I was just talking and
defoggers?
talking and talking and running my mouth off and not even paying attention to the game? And now it's flip-flopped, and now I'm paying too much attention to the game and not enough attention to you, my viewers, the people that I care about most besides Marcy. So, I don't
think
want
can
any
live
of his
without that
extras.
particular piece of junk.
It's gonna make the boat cost way too
Okay,
much.
But don't blame
Don't
me
blame
if
me
you
if you
run
run into an
iceberg
iceberg or something.
But wait, there's more. Did I tell you about the anti-lock anchor?
The anti-lock anchor.
I think I can live without that particular piece of junk.
I can live without all the particular pieces
Sure,
of
throw
junk. Oh
safety
man.
to the wind. But wait, there's more. Did I tell you about the rack and pinion rudder?
I think we've done a
I
circle
think I can
here.
live without that particular piece of junk.
I think we've discussed all of the pieces
Well,
of junk
I
at this
guess
point.
it'll float without it. Barely. But wait, there's more. Did I tell you about the velour sail covers?
Yeah, we've gone through all these.
Enough about extras already.
Okay, where were we?
What do you think
Well,
it's
what do you
worth
think it's
without
worth?
any of the extras?
You could sail this
Wow.
puppy away today for just 5,800 pieces of eight.
So the
How does
price
that sound to
has
you?
gone down.
I'd like to
I'd
make you an offer.
Great.
Let's try to sell it to him
How
for
much?
2,000 pieces of eight.
I'd like to pay 2,000 pieces of eight.
I think we're working in the wrong direction here. I know you can try harder than that. I'd let you take it out for a little spin around the harbor, but our insurance company won't let us.
I think it's funny that they've applied a lot of these like very modern ideas to kind of this 1600s pirate setting, you know? Like salesmen and insurance companies and like all this stuff like that. This is a used car salesman, but he's selling pirate ships. It's pretty crazy. What do you think it's worth?
You could sail this puppy away today
What?
for just 7,300 pieces of 8. How does that sound to you?
That's even more.
I'd like to make you an offer.
Great.
How is this
How
gonna
much?
work out?
Well, how does 3,000 pieces of 8 sound?
That's a little bit more like it.
But not
but
much.
Not much.
Yeah, I know what you're
I know
gonna
you
say.
can try harder
Stan.
than that. I'm on your side, buddy. It's my boss that's the real miser.
I think he is the boss. He's a liar. I mean, of course he's a liar, right? But huh.
Well,
What do you think it's worth? Do you think he's ever gonna bring it down?
You
Do
could
we have to
sail this
choose a
puppy
different
away
ship?
today for just 6,850 pieces of 8. How does that sound to you?
Okay, let's
I'd like to make
try
you an
doing the 5,000 again.
Great. How much?
Is this a red herring? Am I doing a red herring
5,000,
thing?
But that's my final offer.
5,000 pieces of 8. Okay.
Okay, it
It's
worked.
killing me,
Cool.
but okay. And I thought
Okay.
I was gonna give my children Christmas presents this year. Just take it out of here. I'm glad to get rid of it. Oh yeah, do you have that note from the storekeeper on you? Thanks. I've got to run these numbers by my boss. He'll think I'm nuts,
His
but
boss.
I'll talk him into it. You
This
meet
game
me
is
at the dock
crazy.
with
Like,
your crew.
the sense of humor that this game has is
I just want to say that I really
like
feel
I
we
compared
got
him
to know each other
to Metaton,
today.
but
I
like
really felt some
this game really kind of is
and I'd
similar
like
to
say that
Undertale in
everybody.
some ways.
It's been
Like
great
specifically
doing
in just
business
the
with
way the dialogue is,
you.
you know.
Really?
Like I think
Sucker. See you at
Sucker.
the dock, and don't forget your crew. All 3 of them.
wow. Amazing. That's wild. Oh, I could have just skipped it all, but you told me afterwards. I got the sea monkey.
It may not look like much, but it's mine.
Yeah, is it yours?
May
Because
not
you
look like
kind of
much,
stole
but
a
it's mine.
bond for
May
it.
not look like much, but it's mine.
How do I get on it? How do I board the sea monkey?
I can't move it.
You need 3 crew members. Ah, I didn't hear that. Okay, okay. So I guess I do have to ask that guy that's in the, Oh, you know who I could ask? I could ask the guy that's got the tattoo that talks, you know? Could ask him. You know about him? This is why we need the chicken with a pulley on it. With a pulley in the middle. Chicken with a pulley on the middle. What's the possible use of that? Well, now we know. We live in a much better world now that we know the use of a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. If I was in a real world situation and someone said to me, what's the use of I found a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. What's the possible use of this? I would say to them, dude, you have no idea what the possible use of this could be. It's astounding how how these objects can really
I don't have the time to show you any more tattoo
can really matter.
tricks.
The
The governor's
been kidnapped.
What? That's preposterous.
Oh, really? Take a look at this note they left.
Oh, no. This is horrible. What are we going to do?
What are we... Okay.
We could get a crew
We
together.
could get a
and sail
crew
off after
together
them.
and sail off after them. Yeah.
What an idea. Now, if we only
I'm the
had
captain.
a
I am a pirate captain.
Ah, you.
Whoa! This guy doesn't believe in me. This guy doesn't believe in the legend of
Hey,
Guybrush
I'm
Threepwood.
serious.
Really?
Really?
Okay, let's see. You
I'm gonna
do.
reapply my lipstick
Walk
while these
this
guys are
way.
talking about manly pirate stuff.
There's something in here that I want to show you. Something horrible.
Okay.
Something so horrible that I stay awake at night just thinking about it. But I don't mean to scare
Cool.
you. I'm sure a big brave guy like yourself will have no problem facing this monster.
The monster that,
It's much smaller than the beast that bit off my hands so many years ago. Arr, har, har, har.
har 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 har. Oh,
Just
there's
hope
another
you're
door
quicker than
behind
I
the
was.
door. That's how much protection it needs. There's another door?
Just remembered something. I never did get around to feeding him this week. Ha!
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a good
Silly
idea.
me.
I should describe it when it shows up. I suspect it's gonna be like a cat or something.
Just let me
Or a dog. It's just gonna be like a really mundane like animal that's domesticated.
Getting cold feet.
Like I figure he's like, oh, a lion bit my hands off, and then it's like, oh, in this thing there's like a little tiny kitty
And
cat,
if
you
you're
know?
brave enough, touch the beast inside.
Oh, is that all?
Okay, go ahead. If you've got the guts.
If you've got the guts.
It won't budge.
Oh. Oh, man. What is it? Oh, it's a parrot. I see. It is a bird. Now, in the corner, in the bottom left here, it does say, walk to murderous winged devil.
I
Wow.
don't believe it.
I'm sorry you guys can't see it. I'm sorry. It's
You are a brave
obfuscated
man after
by
all.
my stupid
You
face.
faced the beast I've feared all these years. You had the guts to do what I never could.
Wow, we
I
proved
feel
ourselves
like
to
such
him.
a coward. I'm not good enough to be on your crew. I'm not even good enough to swallow.
Wow, he
your
really
d-
changed his
d-
tune, huh?
dicks.
Oh, come on, Meat Hook. You're a big, strong, good-looking guy with a talking tattoo.
Yeah, it's
You can
crazy.
swab
His
my decks
tattoo
anytime.
talks.
Really?
Sure.
I can still be on your crew.
I really feel
pack
bad
your
for
stuff and
this
meet me at the
guy.
dock.
I know he's just like a silly,
Oh,
goofy
thank
character,
you.
but
Thank you.
I feel bad for him because he's clearly had a very
I'll let
tragic
you
life.
down.
And I think in a more complicated sense, I think he's been kind of
Hey,
forced to
maybe I'll
bury
get a
his
chance to
pain
show you my
under
whole tattoo
kind of
routine
fake
when we're at
masculinity,
sea.
you know?
Wow, this is sounding better and better all the time.
He's like kind of had to bury his pain under like a tough guy facade, you know?
It's just like the one on the other side.
That's gotta suck for anyone, I would think. I cannot imagine having to do that. Use rubber chicken on cable. Woo! Well, here he is. No, I'm not even gonna mention that. Well, I am gonna mention now. Oh, meanwhile.
Meanwhile, having
Oh,
just
no.
returned from melee, LeChuck and his crew find their old hiding place in the underground rivers of Monkey Island and drop anchor.
Captain, sir, I just stopped by to congratulate you on your kidnapping mission. Captain? Captain, are you all right?
Wow. Oh, no. Oh, he looks scary now.
Never felt better. And how fares our prisoner?
Ah, yes, the prisoner. We had a little trouble.
Trouble!
Ghost pirates!
No, nothing to worry about, sir.
Ghost
Everything's under
pirates.
control. She escaped a few times, but we've got her locked up in the brig.
How are we supposed to survive a world of ghost
In or
pirates?
out of there.
For your sake, I hope not. With years of planning almost destroyed by my death, I'm not
His
taking
rib
any
cage is
chances
still
now.
there.
You took care of Mr. Threepwood then?
Guybrush Threepwood will not be a problem.
Grr.
At this very moment, he's 20 feet underwater. Probably bloated up like a fattened pig. His eyes being eaten out by crabs.
Oh yeah, because we were underwater. We were tied up underwater at one point.
Kinda makes you wish you were there to watch.
Ah.
Oh, it just I
sir.
understand who the guy was that he like transformed from. That was like the guy that was the
Sure, it's locked up
the like
tight.
bad
Aye, aye, Captain.
like police chief. See, it's been 2 weeks since I've played this. I didn't recognize who that was. But I get it now. He was in disguise. How do you even get the job as police? Sheriff, yeah. Wow. He wasn't real. I want to go to the circus. One last time. We'll go to the circus one last time. I love the circus. I'm from the circus state, you know? I named it that. But I think if any state is the circus state, it's definitely Wisconsin, right? It's gotta be.
Those crazy spaghetti brothers are still in there.
The
Those crazy
Ringling
spaghetti
the
brothers
Ringling
are still in
Circus,
there.
you
Those
know?
crazy spaghetti brothers
And
are
Harry
still in there.
Houdini is from Wisconsin.
Those crazy spaghetti brothers are still in there.
I think we have a claim to be the circus state. We can't go in
I
the
don't see anything
circus.
special about it. I don't see anything special about it.
How do I get out of here? Alright. So I gotta ask, at the very least, the guy in... What's over here? House? I don't remember what this house is. I know we gotta ask the cook in the bar, in the pub for, to be in the crew, but I don't even remember what this house over here is. Oh, the sword guy, right. Do you think we can ask him?
There's no answer.
All his lights are on. Why would all his lights be on if he's not there? Alright. Well, we'll get the one guy we know we can go to. Oh. You know, all this time that we're spending trying to get a crew is bad news. Because in this time, Stan can find out that our credit is faked. So let's go into the scum bar. I'm gonna ask this guy to join our crew.
Will you join me?
Will you join me?
Alas, I cannot go to sea. An old war injury. I'm sure you understand.
I see. Really?
Right. I'm off.
Good luck.
So he is
I'm off.
not someone who I
Good
can.
luck.
So all of a sudden there's a day-night cycle now? Oh man. Alright. Is it based on actual, like, time on a clock? Or is it based on,
Excuse me, but oh, it's only you.
or is it based on, like,
I
me?
told you
Oh.
there was only one.
You were oh, how am I supposed to know?
Now get lost.
You know, usually I'm extremely skeptical of things that people tell me in Twitch chat, because I've learned to be, because there are people that try to get you with little, like, hey, did you hear Steve Jobs has ligma, you know? People try to get you with that stuff when you're a Twitch streamer all the time, you know? So I always, like, really go over, like, everything chat messages in my head a bunch, and, like, make sure it's serious. And so I went through that, and I was like, yeah, they're probably serious about this. I mean, it would make sense.
Did you know the governor's been kidnapped?
Well, yes, we knew about that.
Can
I interest you in a dream vacation to Monkey Island? That might be a better way to do it.
Because of this sudden change in local government, I'm prepared to offer you a once-in-a-lifetime price on a cruise to that scenic wonderland, Monkey Island. And the amazing thing about this offer is the price. Absolutely free. All you have to do is help me crew the ship, and Island Paradise can be yours. Free. And we might just rescue the governor.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look static, doesn't it?
Well,
the governor can probably take care of herself.
They don't even want to be pirates.
Here.
How unfortunate.
And we've got the circus to think of.
We've got to find that elephant.
And get rid of these minutes.
Wow.
I'm sorry. We simply can't go at this time.
How tragic and unfortunate.
I don't see anything special about it.
I don't see anything special about it either. I definitely don't want to go in the store. Is there still nothing in the church? Yeah, wow. Oops. Messed that up. Oh yeah, what about the guy that's in prison?
The governor's been kidnapped.
What?
Here, look at this note.
They kidnapped the governor? That really makes me mad. Oh, I feel like kicking someone. I wonder if she left her place unlocked.
If I let you out, would you join my crew?
Oh, I just noticed this guy has femboy socks on.
To my emancipator,
Do you see
I
that?
shall be eternally indebted.
He's got like blue and
Until
white
then,
striped
I
socks.
pace.
It's pretty epic.
Look, I appreciate you trying to keep me company.
So I
and
wasn't paying
everything,
attention to
but
what he said
unless you're a lawyer,
because
or you know some way to magically dissolve this lock,
he
I really
distracted
don't see any
me
point
with
in
his
continuing this
femboy
conversation.
thigh highs. So let's see if I have anything I can use to This maybe? The staple. You can't use a staple remover to pick a lock, can you? I'm
No
gonna
staples
try
to
it.
be removed.
It didn't work. What about using a sword on a lock? That would work, right? No. Yeah.
Ooh, that's refreshing.
I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Let's try to figure something out. What about if we see, I think we should just like get a sword and like go and cut the metal in half. Don't you think that would work? Attention. That doesn't seem to work. What do we do about this rat? I am pretty sure I'm supposed to I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to let this guy out. Yeah, insult the lock. I mean, my inventory is full, so you'd think that... Huh.
It's locked.
I'm getting kind of hot in here. I might take my sweater off. Am I gonna take my sweater off? Yeah, I will. Oh, I see. Interesting. Oh yeah, I see there's like little arrows up at the top and bottom here. I didn't notice that. Wow, now I'm wearing the femboy thing. Striped shirt? That's kind of... How dare I?
Your reservations are for
Oh, for
2:30.
2:30,
Come back then.
I don't know what what? Huh? So I figure we gotta get that guy in the prison out, right? It's like gotta be a thing, right?
I don't see anything special about it.
I don't see anything special about it either, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain about it like you are, Guybrush. Jeez, what a fella. I will be streaming for 1 more hour. Just kind of a quick time check here. I'll be taking 1 more hour to play The Secret of Monkey Island. Now the reason I felt it's very necessary to say that is that I did on Discord acknowledge that I might only stream for 3 hours today. And that's because when I started, I wasn't super in the mood to stream, but the stream has gone pretty well, so I'm willing to go 4 hours. So I think we're good here. I'm just a little tired now as well.
I don't see anything special about it.
I think we have to... Okay, I'm gonna use the hint system. I know I need to find people for my crew. Ah, the Sword Master. Frankly, I was too intimidated to ask the Sword Master for help. I kind of just presumed she would say no. Yes, you can repeat a line of dialogue. What did he say? The prisoner. Is that just gonna be his name for the rest of the game?
You've already.
Oh, she's so up close.
What do you want now?
That's crazy. So much detail.
The governor's been kidnapped.
What? That's ridiculous.
Unless you...
Oh,
a mighty
no.
fine
This
lawyer.
looks bad. Very bad.
Okay,
I'm getting a ship and a crew together to go rescue her.
Or a way to dissolve this
I have
lock.
a feeling I'm going to regret this, but count me in.
Okay,
I'll
so
meet
we
you
got
at
the
dock.
sword master. Dissolve this lock. I feel like the lawyer makes more sense. Huh. Have we met a lawyer at any point? Otis is his name, huh? Who would have guessed? Oh, the dissolve is the important part. The dissolve is the important part. Have to melt through the lock. I'm gonna use the hint again. Oh, man. The grog, huh? The grog. I didn't realize the grog was that horrible. That it melts through locks. That's crazy. I'm gonna tie up my hair, kinda. What? You weren't lying. There is a day-night cycle now. You literally weren't even kidding. The moon is setting. Hold on. I'm just tying up my hair a little bit. Not even all the way, just a little bit of it. Just a tiny bit of it. Oh, so I need grog, huh?
I don't see anything special about it.
I don't think you... Yeah, okay, I get it. I get that you don't see anything special about it.
Looks like a fine pewter tankard. Looks like a fine pewter tankard.
So I'm gonna...
Looks like a fine pewter tankard.
Pick up... No, I don't want that. Cool, so now I have... Wait, so I have to find grog. Is there grog in the back? Oh, right here. I see.
This stuff is eating right through the mug.
That's so weird. How does anyone drink it if it's eating through the mug? Oh, that's horrifying.
I don't see anything special about it.
It eats through metal. Horrific.
I don't see anything special about it.
Yeah, I keep accidentally right-clicking instead of left-clicking. Oh no, the mug is melting. Oh no. What? Ah, I no longer have a mug of grog. I have to be faster than that. How unfortunate. So, quick change of subject because I haven't been talking as much. I've been a little more quiet. How do you guys feel about me playing Ghostbusters the video game later this week? Is that I'm gonna be playing it on the Switch, the Nintendo Switch. It was originally it was on PS2 even, actually. But it was, but it was mostly, the generation with, like, Xbox 360 and, Well, you should come watch my streams this week. Wait, wrong one. Pick up. Yeah. It's crazy that the cup just melted like that.
Looks like a fine pewter tankard.
All right, we're gonna have to be fast. We're gonna do the speed run. Any percent grog speed run. Okay, run, run, run. I mean, it must. Well, I don't know how people are drinking it, you know? How are people drinking it? How are people consuming it? Where's my mouse? Okay. Walking to Archway. I'm going as fast as I possibly can. What? Okay, so clearly this isn't a speed thing. This is like a, I need like help. Like I need like an additional item or something like that. I did not mean to walk in there. But I do want to see what this says.
Ring bell for service.
I see. So maybe I should put the grog in like a different container. Maybe the cup can't handle it. Do I have any other... What if I take, this mug looks bigger at the very least. I'm not sure that's gonna matter.
I don't see anything special about it.
Yeah. So there's gotta be something that's... This guy's crying too much. It's making me uncomfortable.
It's boiling hot.
I have an idea. Actually, I don't have an idea. I'm... Get mugs and... Oh, you can do more than one, huh? Is that the solution? Ugh. Not use. That's not what I wanted to pick up. Alright. This is so sad. We're having such a sad time right now. How unfortunate.
Looks like a fine pewter tankard. Looks like a fine pewter tankard.
No, come on. Games like this are so weird.
I think I have enough already.
So, no, you can't do more than one at a time. Oh, I see. Maybe he'll, like, put it in the next mug before the mug melts, you know? That might be what happens. Potentially. Did some ads run? Hold on. If ads are running, I'll be right back, because... Kimbus was making weird noises. Huh. Oh, our creature, Kimbus. The best creature in the world, you know. I always say that. I always say that to everyone, you know. I say, Kimbus is the best creature in the whole world. And people look at me and they say, no, that can't be. That can't be true because because my creature is the best creature in the whole world. And I say, no, you're mistaken. I say, no, you're mistaken. Kimbus is the best creature in the entire world. The entire... Yeah, you tell them. You're here. Kimbus, get on my lap. Come on. Why don't you get on my lap ever? I want you to get on my lap. Ugh, Kimbus. Oh. Here she is. Oh, Kimball. Kimball, what are you doing? You're so creaturous. So creaturous.
I don't see anything special about it.
Can you believe her with the kind of antics she gets up to? Did you know she's immortal? I don't talk about that very often, but I do have an immortal cat. By that I mean that she has lived for longer than humanity has even existed. It's true, it's so true. It's incredible the things that this cat has gotten up to. There's never been a cat in the history of the entire world quite like Kimbus. Let me tell you, folks. Oh, this guy keeps crying. Kimbus has an emotional intelligence far beyond any human. She understands when people are sad, and she does not care. She really does not care. So I have a plan. I have an idea. I have a half a plan, an idea, plan, whatever you want to call it. I really do think that when I wear this shirt, I run the risk of looking like a femboy. It's unfortunate, but it does, you know, does seem kind of like, within someone's understanding for them to see me and think like, oh, weird, you know? Striped shirt, striped t-shirt, you know? Wow. Okay. Let's fill, no space. No space. The concept. I don't think it's risky, it's just it's not desirable, certainly. I wouldn't want that, of course. Why would I want... That'd be weird. It is a frequent paranoia that I do have. My femboy paranoia. Granted to me by my striking jaw, you know. I think, oh no. Okay. So I've got a plan here, right? I've got a plan. The plan is to switch the cups. And I think right now, since I've got an additional cup, I'm gonna see...
I can't get anything out of that mug.
Oh.
It's not really much of a mug anymore.
So that's... Huh. See, I was thinking you could transfer the grog from one mug into another mug. But, doesn't seem like that's the case. I mean, why? I don't want to look like a femboy, because I'm a girl, and I don't think I should look like a femboy in that case, you know? It's kind of a sucky thing. Oh, Kimbus, don't leave. Don't leave yet, Kimbus. Yeah. Yeah, what are you thinking right now? What's going through your head? Okay. Wow. I'm back to my... Hey, Kimbus, don't... Okay, she's leaving. I'm not gonna stop her from leaving completely. Ugh. There, I'm back to my original appearance. Default Ellers.
I don't see anything special about it.
Yeah, I know you don't see anything special about it. Okay. Wow. This guy's crying. I don't want to hear this guy cry. So let's see if there's some way to transfer the grog from one cup to another, because I do think that is the potential solution. There is no hint about this. There's no explanation. I'm gonna do an experiment. Oh, it does work. It does work. Okay. So that is something I can do then. That is like a possible solution. I just need to get a bunch of mugs. I need to collect all the mugs. And just kind of keep switching them, you know? Switch those mugs. Let's pick up as many mugs as we possibly can. Why is this table not melted? This cup has been here leaking grog for ages, and yet the table is not melted through. How are people drinking this stuff? It's crazy. Okay, let's pick up all these cups. All these amazing cups. I don't like the crying. I don't like hearing all the crying. It's unfortunate. Alright, so we're gonna fill... There might be one more cup here somewhere. That would be nice to have, certainly. Is there? Yeah, there's one more. So we're just gonna have 1,000,000 cups. We're gonna be super careful with this. It's gonna go well, I think.
I don't see anything special about it.
It's gonna go great. It's gonna be poggers and epic, you know? Now, to be clear, I think femboys are cool and epic and based, you know? I just don't, you know... I'm obviously not one. So I don't want to, you know... I don't want that. I don't want there to be any confusion, you know? You know, I've met many femboys in my life. Many, actually. Okay, so we're gonna try... Cool, so we've done it once. We might have to do it another time. Now, are you asking, am I anti-femboy? Not at all. No, no, no. I'm speaking to the voters of the Femboy Coalition right now. The Femboys Voters, Coalition. It is a sizable demographic. That will, you know, when I get the femboys on my side, I will be able to win the election. Which election, you might ask? I don't know. You know, we'll figure that out eventually.
Hey, great!
This isn't funny.
I'm real thirsty. Yikes!
I see.
And to think I used to drink that stuff. I'm free!
He's free.
Thanks. Sucker!
But do we still have a deal? I'm sure he'll be back.
Oh
He gave
no.
me his word as a pirate.
Oh, why are you so naive, Guybrush Threepwood? He gave you his word as a pirate? Why is he so naive? I didn't want to go in there. I didn't want to... Okay. Guybrush Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood. The guy who wants to be a pirate, but is not very good at it. I would sell him. Oh no.
Hey, it's a good thing you showed up. 10 people have offered to buy this baby off me while I've been standing here waiting for you. But I said, no
10
way.
people.
I know a guy who's in love with this ship, and it would break his heart to lose it.
This
Am
is
I
not
right?
true.
Of course I am. I mean, just look at her. Sleek.
Oh, this
aerodynamic.
character. Now, I'm a fan of this kind of type of character. I think it's very funny.
I think we're having a real moment here. I've changed my mind.
He's tapping his foot.
I can't give her up. You can have your money back. How could I sell something so dear? Then again, a deal's a deal, right?
Wow,
Right.
that's unfortunate.
Good luck, yeah. I'm out of here. Whoops, I almost forgot to give you this free seafaring literature. My gift to you. Just remember where you got it. Stands!
What do you, when you say
Maybe I
that
should have gotten that
the
extended
inventory
warranty
was
after all.
already on
Hey,
screen?
long time no see.
Otis, I thought I'd never see you again.
Hey, I could never pass up a chance to make some easy money.
Money?
Yeah, we are getting paid for this, right?
Wow, they all want to get paid. How appropriate, you fight like a cow.
Glad
Glad you
it,
could
Carla.
make it. Glad you could make it.
Don't start with me, okay? So what's that waterlogged wreck doing out there? How are we gonna get our ship in here with that pile of scrap in the way?
Wow, that is our ship.
Where's the cabin boy? I need him to go
This
back
is
to
very,
my place and
very
pick up
Star
my
Wars
bags.
with like the Millennium Falcon.
going on
you know?
here?
Where's our ship?
Where's our crew?
This isn't gonna be as easy as I thought.
Like the faulty ship trope. But you know, to be fair, this is like a LucasArts game, isn't it? We're on part 2. Cool.
Through the courageous leadership
So
of
it's,
Captain Threepwood, the Sea Monkey is finally underway. Undaunted by their lack of navigational equipment or expertise, the crew begins to plan their voyage.
First of all, I'd like to say it's great to be working with such a fine crew. The voyage ahead is not going to be easy. It's going to take skill, endurance, and most of all, teamwork. First, I
Wow.
thought we'd assign some duties.
What is it we were suckered into doing again?
So this is my crew, huh?
I made a list.
Suckered is right.
I don't see what the big deal is with rescuing the governor. She can clearly take care of herself. The way I look at it, we got this great ship. Well, we got a ship. Why don't we kick back, tie a rope to the wheel, and cruise for a while?
Tie a
I
rope
could
to
use
the
a
wheel?
little
That
work.
does not seem safe.
Come to think of it, I have been a little stressed out lately. I could use a rest.
Then it's decided. We cruise the Caribbean.
Wow.
I'm doomed.
So we're just gonna kind of slowly meander around and look for the governor. It's gonna take a while, I think. Part 2. We have a ship now. This is a totally new location, totally new
It seems to be locked up tight.
system, you know? The
Well,
sea
anything
monkey.
special about it?
They're all just relaxing and chilling. And Max not cool. And some people outside of the school. Yeah. Right?
I don't see anything special about it.
Yeah, right? That would just mess up the ship even more. Dun 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 dun.
Hey guys, what's
Sorry.
happening?
You can tell I'm starting to get kind of tired today. I'm talking less and less. That always kind of happens during a stream for me. 4 hours is a long time to do this. But I'll make it work. We can do another half an hour, right? We can let me chug the Mountain Dew and we can do another half an hour, right? We can handle this. We can yeah. You're right, it is a good stopping point. What do you guys think? I did say I would go for 3 hours today. Cause, you know, it had been solid 11 days since my last stream before today. And every time I take a break like that, every time I take a bit to figure out, or like every time I haven't streamed in a while and I come back, it's always kind of like a mental hurdle for me. To some extent, it's always difficult in some way. I'm not quite sure how to explain it. It's just kind of like getting back into the groove of doing things again, I guess. And that's why usually on my first stream back, I like it to be shorter than most streams I do. And yeah, so we're 35% of the way through this game, which makes me think we can probably do this in 5 or 6 streams total, you know? We'll be done with it by the end of April, because I'm going to be streaming this game once a week on Monday. So I'm not streaming Monkey Island again until next Monday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week I'll be doing Ghostbusters. So Ghostbusters the video game. Cool. I have quit the game. So, there we go. Hi. You don't have any plans next Monday? That's good. Hopefully we can have another good stream like this one. You know, I wasn't mentioning this the whole stream because I kind of consider it bad luck and it's just also not good to focus on. But the viewership count Twitch has been giving me during this stream was pretty remarkably high for the standards I've had recently, you know? When I mean, there was a time, a long time ago, when I was averaging like 10 viewers in a stream. But recently, this has been pretty high for the number of, for my recent standards. So, you know, hopefully, that'll turn out okay, you know. So, again, I will not be streaming tomorrow, because tomorrow's my fencing day. But Wednesday, I will be here with Ghostbusters the video game, which is... I have the game on Switch. So as a result, I'm gonna have to hook my Switch up to the computer. Get that figured out. But, yeah. I have a new sign-off. I do, actually. So on my old YouTube videos, years and years ago. I've been taking a break from YouTube for a very long time. But I'm back to YouTube now, and kind of in the process of coming back to YouTube, I encountered sort of a, like, relic from back then, which was that my sign-off for videos was not always, but often, it was like, and that's the moral of the story. Thanks for watching, you know? And sometimes I'd say it kind of facetiously, and sometimes I'd say it kind of, like, after actually, like, going on, like, a really, like some kind of spiel or whatever. And, but, I want to bring that to Twitch, you know? I think for the past 2 years that I've been doing Twitch, my sign-off for Twitch has been, thanks for watching, love you guys, bye. Which is functional. It's a little generic. I've, you know, found it kind of boring. I have sometimes wondered if I should change it to something else. So, but, you know, I've got that old one from YouTube that I used to do. So I think I'm going to end this stream with me saying, and that's the moral of the story. Thanks for watching. You know, because that's my thing, I guess. Yeah. So, having said that, that's the moral of the story. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, I said, okay. That's the moral of the story. Thanks for watching.